Hey everyone, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome in. Hi, hi. You guys getting first stitch, you guys getting second mitten, you guys getting third ep. How's everyone doing? I'm very excited to play this. It's been like, when did when did the demo for this even come out? Or like the first bit. I think it was like first installment, the prologue was released December 17th, 2022. Oh damn, so it has the first chapter only came out last December, so I'm not that far behind on that. But still, I kind of was with any of these fan games, my approach is always like the first, like the prologue is one thing. I wait until like I guess there's an actual chapter of it out, because then it feels like that's a little bit more, like it's a little bit more of a chance it'll actually be finished. Because there's a lot of those projects. If you go to like the fan game wiki that they have for it, like there's a lot of games that get a prologue and then realize that it's really hard to write one of these games and then stop. So I'm really excited this one seems like it's going to go the distance. Really hope it does. Everything I've heard about it seems cool. I don't have any story spoilers, so nobody spoil it. But yeah. I'm very excited to see how this goes. And to see how like it differs from the formula. But anyways, yes. What was I gonna say? Also, hi Ash, how are you doing? And yeah, the what was I gonna say? The oh god, no, I don't remember the word I was gonna say. You know what, whatever, it's fine. I think let me make sure that all that stuff went live. I think it did. Yeah, okay. We'll close some of those so that it maybe lowers the performance issue. Oh yeah. I got a second SSD over the weekend, and I am already loving it. Ultimate Students. God damn it, Stitch. What's even the point of playing it now? It's like I already know everything's gonna happen. Anyways, all I've seen is like bits and pieces like that they've put in the trailers or like that have shown up on YouTube in little segments. There's this, what's the other one called that's, oh, I can never remember the name of it. It's like, it's something, oh god, I can't even remember anymore. It's like, it has like the cherry blossom logo, but I can't remember, like, it's called something like, I want to say Kill Code, but I know that's not right. Hi Ali, and hi Neko, how are you all doing? But yeah, actually let me see if I can find it. What am I thinking of? I feel like this happens every time I talk about fan games. It's not, oh, Kill Cure, that's what actually I was pretty close. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Neko. Hope you're doing better soon. Sorry, I'm just trying to check and see what this one is. Yeah, I don't know if Kill Cure is coming out, but it seemed cool. Anyways, Discord, nice. All right, let's see. I feel like the volume in the background is really loud. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Alright, let's see. Also, does everything look alright? Nothing's broken too badly? Actually, hold on, wait, I can check this now. I fixed my layout thing so I can maybe see what's happening. I can't hear it, but I can see it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it's not, like, breaking too hard. But yeah, okay, let's... Because we can't really... Yeah, there's only the 2 chapters that are in here anyways, and we can't select because we haven't played any of them. Exhaustion. Don't go... General rule of thumb, don't go until you pass out from exhaustion. Logic difficult. We'll leave both of these at normal. I feel like I don't need them to be kind. Was it just crash? Oh. Life has no real meaning. What if they have like an auto? I guess not. Or maybe not. We'll see. We exist just by chance, born to a planet that didn't want us to begin with. It's up to the best of humanity to give the world a purpose. People like me. Those who shine brighter than the others, who have an influence on our greater society. Ultimates. We're known as ultimates. Ultimate titles are awarded to exceptionally talented high school and college students. Doctors who can cure the incurable, engineers who build machines to improve millions of lives. The most influential politicians, the most creative architects. I think I have seen them all, but I don't know much about them, and I've tried to avoid it because I don't want to see like, oh, I'm so sad this person died first, because I'm like, damn it. These are the people who deserve lifelong recognition, who define what it means to be a true ultimate.
I, Damon Maitsu, am the ultimate debater.
I do think Ultimate Debater is a really funny title, mostly because I was a Model UN captain when I was in high school, and I'm like, I don't know if we deserve this representation. I don't know if high school debate kids need or deserve this.
A prodigy among prodigies, someone who simply can't be outmatched. I hold on to my title dearly, because it defines me. It's who I am. It's what gives me my purpose. Among a sea of mediocrity, I am a shining example of talent.
We love
And
humility.
now, there's a school worthy of me.
To Mr. Damon Matsu, the Ultimate Debater. Congratulations! For your contributions as an Ultimate, we cordially invite you to attend Eden's Garden Academy, a specialized college for academic-based talents. At our unique academy, you will not only develop a tighter grasp on your respective skill set, I will say, from what I know of the other talents, they're not academic. Isn't one of them a golfer? Whatever. Yeah, I mean, Damon's getting his ass beat in the 1 versus 20 Jubilee video. But also, no, it is good to learn how to debate, because there are a lot of idiots out there, for sure. But they got persuaded. They didn't get educated. They got persuaded into their current position. And that's what debate's good at. Persuasion. Persuasive speaking, debate, that stuff is actually pretty useful to learn to try and, if not counter the stupidity, at least help create more smart people. But you and the other Ultimate students who receive this invitation will gain an ever-important proficiency at leadership, communication, and persuasion. In an age where anyone can be called Ultimate, we hope you will join us and assume your rightful place as the true face of talent. Please keep the contents of this invitation, as well as the attached registration materials, strictly confidential. The integrity of our program is built on the foundation of privacy. Eden's Garden Academy, an ultimate academy for true ultimates. It was built in partnership with the Ultimate Talent Program, a government institution that has awarded ultimate titles to people for almost the last century. You don't apply for the UTP schools. They scout for their students, which is how I found myself receiving a letter from Eden's Garden Academy. This is true. What would he be debating about, though? I mean, I guess he'd be, like, debating about not every ultimate's a true ultimate or something. Sounds like his deal. It looks to be an amazing school. Immaculate architecture, incredible workspaces, and access to resources beyond anything I've ever seen. Everything about the school is perfect. It's truly worthy of being called ultimate. I will say, I do kind of like the idea, like, because we don't really get very much of that in the Danganronpa games themselves, where it's like just such an ego trip for them to be ultimates, which I kind of feel is more accurate. Like, obviously, you know, they kind of are, but not this aggressively, at least nobody that we get to play as. And I don't know, I think this is a more accurate interpretation of how teenagers would respond to being told they are the best at something. In my 18 years of living, I've accomplished more than most people could ever dream of. Within this random and chaotic existence, it feels like I was destined to be great. Hey Dits, how you? Also, I will say,
You talk too much.
you can't stop me. We're the ultimate debater now, I'm allowed to. That's what we do. My first time said I'm better than you. Exactly. Well, so yeah, I know that the one that I'm really excited for is the pink-haired one. This ultimate influencer or whatever. I think it's gonna be fun. Girl size liar. Damn. Hope you're able to get some good rest then. He has a snake tie? Yeah, well, because it's Eden's Garden, because he's the... I guess, is he the snake? Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Oh fuck, I had something in mind and now I can't remember what it was anymore. Damn it. By the way, I do think that, like... Ultimate Debater is legitimately, like, something I was doing. Like, debate was such a big part of my high school time. Like, I'm not just saying that. I was literally I mean, I captained Model UN for 1 year. We went to New York, we went to Vancouver, we went all over the place. I think we got to go to Washington for some stuff too. We were part of like a major national or international UN conference in New York. Like we represented, I don't know if I should say because I sort of identify me because each school got a country, but like it was this big thing. We got to our final convention was in the actual UN building. It's very neat. DC, like Washington DC. We went there. We got to see the Capitol, all that stuff. Then there was, but yeah, no, won a bunch of awards as a Model UN kid. Was very good at it. I'm not even a little bit humble. I think I won best delegate for Kaimon in Vancouver, where I was, I think it was Democratic Senator Chris Coons when we were doing a U.S. Senate one. I did a bunch. This was like such a big part of it, and I'm terrified of being seen for that part of my life, because nothing is as truly haunting to a debate kid or a former debate kid as an ongoing debate kid. After what seemed like hours of waiting, the train arrived before me. It wasn't as nice looking as I expected, at least not for a school of this caliber, but it was undeniably the one. With luggage in one hand and a pamphlet in the other, I boarded the train. Dude, you need more than that. You need more luggage. It's the start of my new life, the start of an even greater career. For the first time in my life, I'll finally be among people as great as me.
Huh?
Look! Someone else is here.
Huh? Someone else?
Hey, welcome to the Eden's Club. Well, it's more accurate to say Eden's Garden Academy's Club, but Eden's Club just has more of a ring to it, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, Damon is an example of what I think, like I've said a lot of times, a character can be unlikable and still be a good character. And it's one of the most annoying, like, things about media consumption right now, where people think that an annoying character is a bad one. And it's like, sometimes annoying is the right thing. In front of me, spread out across the train carriage, was a group of strange-looking people. Also, not the lock necklace, it's crazy. A girl with pink hair, some guy in a wolf costume, one guy in a weird beanie staring intensely at me. Also, big fan of the pirate. What the hell? Are these creepy people really attending the same academy as me? Apathetic to my situation, the train continued from its halt. I was like, wouldn't you know what the other ultimates are like? Like, you're an ultimate, you know how weird they can be. Also, hi Buppo, thank you for this sub. Oh, I had 20 months, that's crazy. They all have animal motifs. I can see, I mean, there's a few of them that I can identify. I don't know if all of them do, though, do they? Maybe we'll see more of it as we go. Looks like I'm stuck here for now. I guess I should find somewhere to sit.
Hey, you! New guy! Over here!
Uh-oh, he's our early friend. He's gonna die. Hello, can you hear me? Seemed to have caught the attention of one of the other passengers.
What now?
What do you want?
What if...
Cool, so, I was wondering something. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can ask an employee. I'm honestly not in the mood. Damn, why is he such an asshole? I feel like being the ultimate debater means that you're the instigator and antagonist far more of the time. Like, debate kids love to argue. They love to pick a fight. Because they think they can win them all, and they think they've won them all. I have to be so mean to this character because I don't like who I was. Frowning and dropping his head, he walked away. How do you be mean to him? Excuse me, but you don't happen to know where the final stop is, do you? A girl's voice suddenly chimed in from behind me. Jeez, can people leave me alone for 5 minutes? Not a clue, but you can try looking for... The words got caught in my throat when I turned to look at her. The woman had to be twice my size. Huh? Something wrong? Thanks, Butterfly answer. Yeah! Oh, he does! That is cool. I wonder what hers is. Oh, there's a lion on there. Okay, I can see that. Don't fret it, darling. I'll just see who else is around. Small wave, she walked away. People here just keep getting weirder and weirder. I really hope none of them are in my class. Not wanting to be bothered any further, I quickly found myself a seat by the window. The situation was nothing like I'd expected, but at least the view from the train was nice. Mountains framed by a deep blue sky, crystal clear rivers that sparkled like jewels in the sunlight. It couldn't be a more radical departure from home. Yeah, see, like, most debaters don't want to be mean. They think they'll, like, every debate kid thinks they're going to be the future prime minister and or president. They might think they're going to be both. Like, they're usually they're usually not mean. They're usually like clumsily like politician brained, where they're like trying to shake everyone's hand and be nice, and it's not coming across well. But anyways, I'll say, how you doing, Buppo? I don't know if I actually asked before. Gee. Scenery continued to pass, time flying by with it. The chatter from the others on the train eventually softened, leaving just me in the rolling mountains. Nearby, a woman in professional attire turned her nose up to the air and started sniffing. After a moment, the expression on her face turned stone cold serious.
Something is wrong.
The air doesn't smell right.
Oi!
Huh? The air?
Black.
Yeah, I smell something too.
Excuse me.
Could you describe it? Kinda chemically. It's almost like it's coming from
What about?
that bag over there. She pointed to a travel bag at the opposite end of the car.
Oh, shoot.
You mean this one right next to me?
Let me think.
I don't smell anything funky. Oh, it's probably because of the helmet.
Pardon me.
Yeah. Is that your bag?
Not a chance.
No, it was already here when I got on the train.
Weird.
It's weird, there's no name tag or anything. After inspecting the outside of the bag, he began fiddling with its lock.
Great.
Cool, you got it open. That wasn't a lock. Uh-oh. Are you okay?
No.
Yeah, we're all good. Oh my god, hi Felix, how are you? Oh my god, I'm so glad I could get you over the plague. It was still kinda...
Christ almighty!
Shit.
Did he just pass out? From the same end of the car, the guy who had been staring at me earlier. I'm not feeling so good either.
Hang on.
Guess, or what? What's up? What did you say? Good. What the? People are dropping like flies. Oh, someone get help.
For real?
Let me try to alert the conductor or whatever. She ran over to the door that connected to the adjacent car.
Oh.
Uh-oh, it's locked.
Stand
Why isn't it
back.
opening? I want to try my hand at it. Can you step aside for a sec? Hell yeah, good job. The Christ, yeah, he doesn't really look like a Christ Almighty. Yanked at the door, but
Bad news.
damn, the car's locked up tight as a prison.
Come off the grass.
But I left to take a piss like an hour ago. Is she British? Let me try something else. The man rolled his shoulders and threw himself against the door with all his might. He groaned and stepped back, revealing he hadn't even left a mark on the door. What? That did nothing? There's another boy who's fallen. A girl, too. Is everyone passing out?
Damn it.
Maybe it has something to do with that bag. The air around me grew thick with a strange pungent smell. I could taste it, feel it sting my eyes. Irish? Gotcha. God, no, don't. As a futile plea left my lips, I felt my strength trail away with it. The world flickered around me, and then... there was nothing. Vows woven by stitches and needles. Huh? What is that humming noise? What's that strange or mysterious ticking noise? It sounded almost like an air conditioner, but if it's an aircon, why am I so warm? I weakly opened my eyes. Above me was a concrete ceiling. Concrete ceiling? My body's so heavy, but I had to get on my feet. I had to see where I was. Uh-huh. It's a girl. Could it be that she's... No, she's still breathing. So she's asleep. Just like I was? Kneeling down to... Hold on, I want to see. Make sure this is all... I think everything's working. Kneeling down to her level, I reached out my hand to shake her. Can you just tell me if the clock stops working when I'm in the game, or the clock or the chat doesn't work? Because I want to make sure that I'm not fucking things up. Hey, can you hear me? No response. Bringing my face closer to hers, I repeated the question. Hey, can you hear me? Why isn't she waking up? Damn it, do I actually have to... Jesus. Her eyes snapped open, causing me to jump back.
Hello.
I was just testing you.
Huh?
Yeah, I think this is the Kyoko. Testing me? To see what you would do. It's not every day you find a body on the floor.
That's...
So you were awake that whole time?
Correct.
I woke up before you, yes. Did you just let me sleep?
Anyways,
How long was I out for?
Not sure.
I don't know. I didn't wake up that long ago. Oh, that is a crow. I saw the feather, but I wasn't sure what it was. I could see the little pin on her chest, and I thought maybe for whatever reason, I thought it was a penguin. Anyways, when I first came to, I was also startled to see a stranger.
You see?
One can never know if they're in the presence of a friend or foe. Which is why I needed to see for myself how much I could trust you. Yeah, by lying on the... I was about to... Yeah, by lying there defenseless is certainly an interesting way to test and see. Who knows? Jesus, she makes no sense. As an excuse to break off the conversation, I started to look around the room. It was definitely some kind of boiler room, but there didn't seem to be a light switch anywhere. The only light came from a vent set far back in the room. Looking at my close surroundings, I was standing on a platform with stairs that led down to the rest of the room. The lower floor was mildly flooded. I'd say the water reached a little above my ankles. It was a place that clearly had been abandoned for a long time. Even with all the strange things around me, my gaze kept returning to this girl. Something about her that seemed almost familiar. Wait, that's it. She was on the train I boarded. Felix, I don't need to hear it. I already... Oh no. I really am the ultimate debater. Non-protagonist minute. Yeah, because... How many have survived? Isn't it only 2? Because it's... What's his face? Mechanic and... Oh no, there's 3. Because there's Yasuhiro, Byakuya, and... Maybe 4? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. Hey, we've met before. On that train.
Yeah.
Things got turned upside down not long after you arrived. We only know our ultimate. We have... Our character's a real asshole, so we didn't talk to anyone else. Kazuichi, that's the one I was thinking of. Strange smell started to come from that travel bag, then everything turned black.
Right.
What the hell was that?
Listen to me.
I think it was a chemical agent. The bag must have been equipped with a gas bomb or something. Someone clearly wanted to knock us out. Sounds like she's been thinking hard about it. Maybe that's why it took her so long to wake me up.
I see.
Yeah, and of the guys, it's just... Yeah, unless there's someone else who survived in 2 that I'm forgetting, but I don't think so. Or no, there must be. Right? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I think the same, but whose bag was it? Why did they want to knock us out? And why aren't we on the train anymore? Where are we?
Look at this.
Considering our surroundings, some sort of boiler room? As she raised a hand to push up her glasses, something large and metallic on her wrist caught my eye. It looked vaguely like a watch? It was that on your hand.
Well?
You tell me. It appears you have one as well.
Huh?
Maybe we should just get Art and Damon's outfit. Fuyuhiko. Right, Fuyuhiko does. That's right. I knew I was rating someone. Also, I can't really do the jacket redeems because my stream deck isn't working today. So I apologize for that. I had to unplug a bunch of stuff and it's not working yet. I kill. I'll get it working for the next one, I promise. At those words, I looked down at my hand.
What the?
Sure enough, I was wearing the same device. It had been fitted tightly around my wrist, but it felt like I was wearing nothing at all.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm not wearing this. As I grabbed a hold of the device and pulled, a tiny surge of electricity ran through my wrist.
How humiliating.
Sorry, I should have warned you. If you try taking it off, it shocks you. Wait, really, Leo? This is not... Is it that demanding? Just... Well, we'd have to take it off, and I don't know exactly how to do that. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. The pause means 3D true. Oh, God, that's concerning. Turning off it shocks you. Thanks for the heads up. Shit, what's going on here? Why am I wearing this weird shock collar thing? Who put this on me? You can touch the screen, though. See, like this. She tapped the face of the device. It slowly lit up and displayed a holographic image. Oh, it's like a watch.
Correct.
The problem is, can I save without opening the pause screen? Because that...
So...
Either way, it seems like we're stuck with this device for the time being. Trying to see what else might, like...
Moving on.
While you're standing there, the least you can do is give me your name. We didn't have much of a meeting on the train anyway. Damon Maitsu, the ultimate debater. I'm a student at Eden's Garden Academy.
Interesting.
How interesting. What is? Thank you for telling me more than I asked for.
As for myself, you may call me Eva Tsunaka.
Eva Tsunaka. It's nice to meet you. I'm sure it is. How close is he gonna get to me? Is he also gonna be a bitchy gay debate nerd? Because, like, I don't know. No, hopefully. I mean, that's such a weird problem to have. I wonder why they would do that. Pain from the shock was finally subsiding. It's as good a time as any to get a better grasp of the room. Maybe there's something in here that can explain the flooding, or even better, the annoying mechanical noise. Alright, lots happened already. I'm sure you're to investigate, but there's some things you should get acquainted with. To access the trinket, or as Damon so colloquially put it, the watch, simply press the F1 key. Okay, I guess not yet. F2 is that. Yeah, we can't open the trinket yet. And to access observation mode, press the enter key. Press the enter key again to exit. Use the WASD keys to pan around the room. If you ever need to revisit this, check out the control panel, just one F3 away. Oh yeah, that... I mean, it doesn't seem to be causing an issue. I'm gonna turn up their voice volumes up. Okay. They're very quiet. We'll turn this up a little bit more too. I don't do it every 5 minutes. I've toned it down. I don't know what to do with any of these. Whatever. Pro boiler room? Ooh. Okay, maybe I do actually need to turn on that sensitivity because that's really high. I thought it was going to be a lot lower. Excuse me. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, that feels like still a little fast, but it's okay. Anti-boiler room. Yeah, exactly. Maybe something useful in this pile dusty box. Light bulbs, duct tape, bunch of screws, nothing but junk. Wait. Oh, it just glows around like whatever can be interacted with. I see. A generator under the vent is what's making the mechanical noise. Seeing it in the water put me a bit on edge. I'm thinking of checking out the window above it, but now I'm not so sure. Staring me from the corner of the room was an expensive-looking security camera. Had this been recently installed, it seemed better suited for a vault than a crappy boiler room. You noticed that camera too?
Yeah.
It's really out of place. Do you think someone's watching us through it? It doesn't look like it's turned on, so I doubt it. I see. Perhaps that's for the best.
Eh?
What do you mean? If someone's watching us, it's possible they are the same person who put these wrist straps on us. She makes a decent point. It seemed to be it. The room's too run down for me to investigate anything else. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw you approach it, fish out a light bulb. Without hesitation, she's dunking in the water, isn't she? And it's gonna turn on. It's gonna be electrified.
Huh?
What are you doing? All of a sudden, she jumped off the platform we were standing on and into the water.
The hell?
Seriously, what the hell are you doing?
Can't you see?
Exploring. You're not worried about the generator?
Look.
Look at the light bulb right there in the water. Notice how it isn't flashing? That means the water isn't conductive. Fair enough. I guess she's not worried about getting her shoes wet either. I will say, I don't... Would that work? I feel like it wouldn't. Because it wouldn't be connected properly. It would just sort of be like... And maybe it would. I guess, honestly, it'd probably make the light bulb explode if it had any amount of current in the water, because there's nothing controlling it. Whatever. Just give me a second. Now it's autoing. Okay, so it was space. Took off my socks and shoes and quickly rolled up my pants. Trying to hide my discomfort behind a cool face, I descended the stairs into the murky water. Mechanical noise was even louder now. It sounded like it was coming from the direction of the vent.
I see.
Definitely must be the generator.
Damn.
We're lucky the water isn't conductive. Those exposed wires would be bad news otherwise.
Interesting.
For such a small generator, it sounds like it's running a lot of power. It's surprising how this noise alone wasn't enough to wake us up. I don't know if she's capable of being goofy. It doesn't seem like her vibe. Whatever knocked us out on the train must have been pretty strong. Anyway, that explained the whirring noise. Wonder where all the power is going to. High up on the wall was a vent. It could be on the other side. Do you want to look through that? That's her. Fuck. Yeah, I do.
Listen to me.
Alright, I have an idea, but it'll take some physical effort.
Eh?
Like what?
Well,
Like getting on my shoulders.
Seriously?
I'm not doing that. If you get on my shoulders, it will give you a boost and you can look through the window.
Fair.
Shouldn't I be the one giving you a boost? I don't think you could handle it. Saying that, she stooped in front of the generator and motioned for me to come
I'm
over.
talking.
Make sure to tuck your feet behind my back. Waded over to Ava and awkwardly positioned myself on her shoulders.
Are you sure you can do this?
I'm fine. Just look through the window already.
All right.
Well, do you see anything? Yeah, another vent. And a room just beyond it. Something's gonna jump in front of it. You can't see what's inside the room, though. Both of these vents get in the way. Taking a closer look at the boiler room vent, I noticed there are hinges bolted to the upper corners. Does this mean the vent can be opened? Hey, helicopter. I don't know if he's a twink. He's evil enough to be a twink, but I don't know if he's got the build of a twink. Wrapping my fingers around the gate in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could. Hey, I got it open. Can you see better now? Though the second vent still obstructed a lot of the room, I was able to make out the legs of the tables and chairs. They were pretty fancy looking. It's the floor of some fancy room. We must be in a building with multiple levels. Weird that this vent opens into another room instead of outside. Just beyond the chairs in the very corner of the room, there was something peeking out. Person's legs? Felt my chest tighten. Is he also passed out? Hello, can you hear me? No response. Damn it, there's gotta be a way inside this room. Ava, can you let me down? There's someone in there?
I
think it's a guy. He's lying on the floor and I'm pretty sure he's passed out. He might know something we don't. If we're not there when he wakes up, we might lose him.
So,
The room's on the level above ours, he said? Right, which means there must be stairs somewhere.
focus.
I have to find them. To leave an area, press the R key. I can remember the strategy just in case you have any second thoughts. Okay. If you want to leave, yes. As soon as I was out of the water, I threw on my socks and shoes and ran straight to the door. Oh, so there was a door, and we were just ignoring it. Upon leaving the room, I was greeted with an equally derelict hallway. The walls and floor were an old matted color with nothing else to them. No wall decor, no windows, no life whatsoever. Excuse me. However, there was one thing that stood out. At the very end of the hallway, where the corridor took a sharp turn, was what looked to be sunlight hitting the wall. Does that mean there's an exit right around the corner?
hang on.
Jesus. Don't go running off without me.
Huh?
I've already inspected the rooms in this hallway, so you can just ignore them.
Eh?
Why did you do that?
You see,
While you were asleep. You weren't waking up despite my best efforts, so I decided to investigate on my own. Hang on, your best efforts?
so
Poking you in the face, dragging you by the feet. I even bridal carried you at one point. Not sure I can believe that.
listen to me.
Anyway, I haven't checked what's upstairs. I didn't want to walk too far from where you were lying.
Come again?
You didn't think to get help?
No,
You were obviously breathing.
Really?
That doesn't answer the question. You only started to wake up after I returned from my search. How does that get in the way of finding help? God, he really is such an asshole. Unless she didn't want to leave me here alone? Well, yeah, duh, Damon. I can't figure out at all. Like, I feel like that's really easy to figure out, bud. That's pretty reasonable. Frankly, in her shoes, I probably would be sitting in that room until he woke up. I would not be leaving because I wouldn't want to die alone. Can't figure out at all.
moving on.
This floor didn't turn up anything useful, by the way. The rooms were just a bunch of storage closets, completely dilapidated, filled with random stuff. That was the case for every room.
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, you can check for yourself.
You're easily impressed.
Hey, JMD, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? I kind of hope he doesn't become a better person. I want him to remain an asshole. So spooky. As my great-grandmother's brother's friend's motivational calendar once said, you can't progress if you don't have the will to move. Never know what could be hiding around the corner. I don't like that. Oh no. I'm not built for this. Almost identical to what Ava described earlier.
I see.
Yeah, fine. I'm gonna get jump scared. Don't like it. Oh, that wasn't even the one I clicked on. I'm looking at another storage closet. Propane tanks and stuff.
Damn.
Correct.
Last one. Told you so. Yeah, whatever. I feel like I've seen bits and pieces of the first trial. Or at least like the prologue trial. Thank you for the hydration check, Buppo. So some of this stuff looks familiar. Say cattle? No, caution. Jesus. I don't like this. I don't like the eerie vibes. I'm not built for this shit. Hold on. Stop scaring me with music. Oh, never mind. This is just gonna... it's just gonna... I thought I had to walk up there. Okay, well... It is still pretty loud music, but... Yeah, right? It feels very... I mean, honestly, it's giving a little bit of 999 with that, but I need to stop comparing things to those games. I need to let games exist for what they are. The upper floor was in a lot better condition than the one below, but that wasn't saying much. Water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceiling. I can only guess a pipe had broken and started leaking. There didn't seem to be any mold at the very least.
So...
Remember, the unconscious man should be above and adjacent to the boiler room. Means I'm on the other side of this hallway,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah, given we walked away from the boiler room to get here. Alright, let's investigate. Oh, I'm still gonna get jump scared, aren't I? The fuck are you? Don't like that. I don't like these corners. They need to give me a gun. I need to be allowed to have a gun if I'm going to wander around like this. It's locked. Definitely not the right way. Fuck off. Also, I tried to examine them before, and I guess I wasn't close enough. Strange mask in the shape of a bear's head. Bear that happened to be crying. Looks almost like a sad clown. This is the worst. I think I'm not supposed to be this way at all. I think I'm supposed to have gone the entirely other way. I'm gonna find Eva again. Wait, is it this? I didn't check it before, but I thought that was the wrong one.
No.
This is definitely not the room with the man too close
Right.
to the stairs. Okay, it's not down here. I'm assuming these are the rooms that we're going to be living in. I don't know why I'm acting like this is like...
That's...
This is it. You're above and adjacent to the boiler room. If it hadn't said that thing about, like, beware of what could be around any corner, I wouldn't be so nervous right now. But then it said this shit. Must be the room. See what I mean? It's really really easy to scare me. I'm such a fucking coward. Yeah, it's furry mansion, furry killing game. This must be the room. Taking a deep breath, I pushed open the large doors. Furries would put on a great killing game. I feel like they'd have the resources for it. Oh. That was a pretty stylish looking place. I don't know if stylish is the word I would go for here. It's a lot better maintained than the rest of the building. Okay, the event should probably be... Yeah.
Huh?
Or I had a chance to react. The woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. Her name is Grace, isn't it? No, like... Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
Damn it.
Why did you just hit me? I'm not gonna embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. So your instinct is to attack everything you see? Hey, I've already spared one guy in a suit. I'm not letting my guard down a second time.
Huh?
A guy in a suit?
Eh?
Hello.
Hello. This guy, the outfit he's wearing.
So,
We've met before, haven't we?
Curious.
I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the two of you were standing next to each other. Do you guys know each other? Not at all. We only formally met a few minutes ago. Oh.
Anyways,
Well, you're still knocked out by that sleeping gas stuff, right?
Soybean.
come again.
ugh.
Yeah, that's right. I said it. You're a soybean, just like this loser next to me. I disagree, but we should focus on what happened on that train. I don't know what the fuck happened, but 1 second I was on the train, the next I was surrounded by total darkness.
Ugh.
The place was like a solitary confinement chamber. Thought I was gonna suffocate in there. What are you talking about?
See that?
Is the pantry over there? Yeah. Turns out the door was unlocked.
Jeez.
You were inside that pantry? When she kicked open the door, I nearly jumped out of my skin. The hell were you doing while she was in there?
Aha.
Waking up? I kind of thought so too, Popo.
Ugh.
Isn't it unfair? I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had an entire floor to himself. Whoever's responsible for this must have been jealous of my talent. You won't believe how many jealous bastards turn violent in this industry.
Eh?
Industry?
Hey?
What's with a dumb face? You know who I am, right? Was I supposed to? Cultured swine.
My name's Grace Madison, Ultimate Golfer. Don't forget it, Soybean.
I see.
The ultimate golfer. Of course. Since the two of you were on that train, that means you're ultimates as well. What about you? Yeah, I didn't think it was Irish. It sounds like there's like an accent that's coming up every now and then, but I don't think it's consistent enough to say it's there. I don't know if she's our Miuruma. She's not horny enough. She's just angry. Can you tell me your ultimate talent?
I'm Wolfgang Akere, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card.
Oh my god. Ultimate debater versus ultimate lawyer. He's literally just the better version. A lawyer? It's way better than being a golfer, but for such a young looking guy, I didn't expect him to have a talent like that. His age must be part of what makes him an ultimate.
Pardon me.
Hi, Loogie. You look confused. I'm not confused, I look too young. Is that what you think?
I understand.
I get it a lot. Even Miss Madison said it.
Whatever you say.
Because it's true.
Hold on.
Well, don't you think the same can be said for yourself? I'm not wise in the way of sports, but I've always had the impression golf was an old man's business. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. The sport's probably in need of a revival. It's a tough industry, but that's because we gotta fight for recognition, not sit around for 7 years and do F all. Sounds like the average high schooler now that I think about it. Hey, how old were you when you started college?
No, thank you.
That's personal information I don't intend to disclose. You're a piece of work, aren't you? What happened to talking about the train? You guys seriously have their priorities skewed.
So,
You have them too?
Huh?
look.
We're all wearing the same wrist straps. Really? You were busy talking, so I figured you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out.
Eh?
No, I think I got into chapter 2 of the second game and still haven't played past that. I'm like halfway through it and got really annoyed, so I'm just waiting until I have the patience to deal with it again. Wrist strap, you say? These fuckers are more like mini shock
By the
collars.
way,
Those aren't mutually exclusive. I heard you the first time.
Well,
So you tried taking it off, did you?
Yes.
What? Maybe. Same with you? Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. Stupid things zapped me when I
let's
did.
see.
I suspected it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried removing the strap myself.
strange.
Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them. What could justify doing something like that? Well, what's the purpose behind these straps?
Soybean.
You daft. It's to shock us. The thing is, we seem to receive a shock if we try to remove it.
How can this be?
So why aren't we allowed to remove these wrist straps? What I want to know is, who even put these things on us? Answers to those questions might be something we have to figure out ourselves. Yeah, I can't remember what it was that was annoying me about it. It was just a lot of annoying characters. Doesn't make sense. For me to be abducted and taken somewhere I don't know. Surrounded by a bunch of strangers and forced to figure out why. It doesn't make any sense. Why is it happening?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello?
Are you talking to me?
No.
Look behind you. Huh? Confused, I turned to see what had captured everyone's attention. For a second, I thought I was seeing things. Peeking at us from the corridor was a small girl. Who are you?
Is that
What the? Is that a fucking gremlin?
Miss Madison!
You'll scare her if you shout like that. The girl left her position by the corridor and slid into the room. Now I can see for certain she was a kid. The hell? Why is there a kid
For
here?
your information,
I am not a gremlin. Did your mother never teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't met. Oh, right, I forgot about that. No way, the gremlin can talk? I just told you I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me to something more elegant. For example, a kappa.
Really?
That's not much better.
Be careful.
Please be careful what you say to her. This girl seems awfully young.
Can't you see?
She doesn't seem young, she is young. What's going on here? Why is there a child wandering around? You know, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I also saw you on that train. Oh, interesting. You're hidden behind some other people, so you're pretty hard to see. I assumed you were sitting down or something. It didn't even cross my mind that you might have been an actual kid. Cowering behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Figures I didn't see it. Still, what the hell was it even doing on that train? That's what I'm wondering. The kid's got no business with people like us. That's a child. That's an ugly, pimply bitch. I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I am a professional, just like the rest of you.
No.
You mean you're an ultimate?
Is that really true?
I didn't think children could qualify as ultimates.
I
Hey, Wes.
am an ultimate!
Must I keep repeating myself? I'm not a child, I'm a professional.
Jeez.
Well, what is it you're so good at? So you desire to know my talent, do you? Hey, Daisy. Normally I'd decline further conversation with rude people like you. But given our circumstances, I shall be sanguine on the matter.
I am Toshiko Kayura, the ultimate matchmaker. Nice to meet you, I suppose.
Matchmaker's an interesting one.
That's...
Matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that?
Get a grip.
The gremlin's obviously lying about having a talent, but it snuck its way under the train because it's all the commotion. Depends who she matches us with. I could be really on her side if she picks the influencer. Oh, little bastard's stuck with us.
Look at what you've done.
You've made her upset. Upset?
Of course not.
I know better than to take a gremlin seriously.
Oi!
Don't think you can just use my own insult against me.
Miss Madison.
What?
Moving on.
So if I have things right, all 5 of us were on that train. Dr. right. What about the other people who boarded it? Do you think they've been kidnapped as well?
Indeed.
That is correct. Apart from us, there are 11 other people. 11, counting us, that makes 16.
Correct.
That's the same number of people who were on that train.
Quite.
I've become well acquainted with them.
Filthy.
The only person I've been avoiding is the frustrating boy I woke up with. You wouldn't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here. As does everyone else.
I suppose.
Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should know about you four.
Very well.
Hickey, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Kinera. That would be helpful, yes.
Wonderful.
Very well, I shall serve as your guide as we embark on this new journey.
Take this seriously.
Don't sound so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. I think it's not like I would go on or to most orientations willingly. Maybe those two events aren't that different after all.
Well,
Where are the others right now? Obviously, they are outside this building. There's an exit not too far from here. Follow me.
It's for the best.
She seems to know more than us. It wouldn't hurt to entertain her. Let's see what this thing has up its sleeve. Outside this building. So there's even more to this place than we've already seen. Are there other buildings just like this one? Exactly how big of an area are we exploring? I like my university, like... Excuse me, I'm dying. I like my university orientation, though. It was, I say orientation, I think it was also called Frosh Week, and I was basically just getting drunk for a week and then being told, this is your campus, get used to it. That was fun. I miss Frosh Week. Anyways, are there other buildings just like this one? Standing here won't give me an answer. I should find the exit already. I don't think it'd be so unsettled if it wasn't for these fucking pictures. So the others are gone, whatever. I work better alone. You're a debater. You have one of the few skills that cannot be done alone. There they are. You're late.
Eh?
You're waiting?
Oi!
Only because the gremlin insisted. I didn't even realize he fell behind until she said something.
Unfortunately.
Oh my god, she's using proper pronouns. I'm ashamed to say the same.
well,
By the way, what are the others doing right now? Exploring something else. Probably. You don't sound very sure of yourself.
Filthy.
They had the nerve to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, then I suppose I'll explore by myself. Sounds like she just wanted to show off.
Are you done yet?
Who cares about that? The guy's here now. Let's go already. Thank you for the hydration check, Val. Also, hi, Val. How's it going? Yeah, the MC is a masturbator, in fact. Master debater. Do you want to know something awful? Do you want to know how much of like a horrendous debate nerd I was? I'm pretty sure my Tinder bio in high school, and maybe also during my gap year. Actually, I think I used it for a while. It was carefully moderated debater in the streets, master debater in the sheets, because I thought that was really funny. I don't think it got me any luck with anyone, or maybe it did, but I think it probably turned more people away than it brought in. The others will realize their foolishness.
Wonderful.
Onwards to the great outdoors. The little girl turned to face the door, but instead of pushing it open, she reached for a lock I hadn't even noticed before. The door opened with a long, shrill creak, and we finally saw what was waiting outside. In my defense, I think that's a really funny debate pun. It's just also stupid and unappealing to anyone who's not a debate nerd. Standing before us, bathed in sunlight, was a massive Romanesque courtyard. Finally some sunlight.
Damn.
This courtyard. I wonder if we can escape by climbing over the hedges. The hedges are tall, but if we try looking for a rope...
Hold on.
I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing will probably shock us. Let's see if you're right.
Soybean!
Go on, Soybean. Climb the hedge.
Stop.
No.
Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the hedges. How do you know? If you take a closer look at the sky, you should understand. The sky? Yes. Do you see anything strange? Anything strange? No, there's nothing standing out to... Wait, huh? As my eyes tried to adjust to the glare of the sun, I noticed it. The shape of the clouds weren't normal at all. It's almost as if they were concave. Over the hedge. She calls him a soybean, but yeah. Also, hi Tony, how's it going? Wait, what's that one? Oh, it's Calum's. Aw. Calum seems cool. In the sky, is curving inwards.
How can this be?
Could it be? Are we looking at a hologram
Come on.
of this size? No way, this has got to be a 360 projection or something. You mean the sky we're looking at is actually a video panorama? Glad to hear it. I've been doing all right. A little bit busy, a little bit tired, but otherwise doing all right. So we're looking at is actually a video panorama. It sounded completely ridiculous when I said it out loud, but at the same time, it made too much sense. I don't even know if Grace would need to be really angry. I think she might just say it. If this is a 360 projection, wouldn't that mean we're inside some sort of dome? Such is the truth I have long recognized. Thank you for the lurk, Valk. That's...
Come off the grass.
I don't think that's all... Hold on. That's... No. I don't want to Google her because I don't want to, like, spoil myself on something or anything, but, like... That's not Australian. Wait, you knew this guy was fake? Why'd you call this dump yard the great outdoors? It was for dramatic effect. In truth, I haven't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up here.
A cause for concern.
No sunlight? You really didn't see any windows in this building?
No.
No, none at all. No windows means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak. We've survived this long. I think we'll be okay.
Hey,
You're acting way too nonchalant. Doesn't this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. That's like something out of a movie. Well, it's actually more like the Phase series of books, which they never made into movies, which I don't really understand because they would have fit really well, but whatever. It's by Michael Grant, isn't it? Wait. V3? I mean, I guess, yeah. God. The Phase series was so good. I don't know if anyone else ever read those books, but yeah, they were by Michael Grant. There were 6 of them. It was Gone, Hunger, Lies, Plague, Fear, and Light. I loved them. Absolutely obsessed with them. They're like this supernatural dome just cuts off a city or like a whole area randomly at some point. And then everyone over the age of, I think it was 15, immediately gets like warped outside of it. And every kid is just left inside to fend for themselves. And some of them start developing supernatural powers. And it's this whole thing. And it's a lot. It's really good though. And I never understood why they didn't like try and make movies out of it. It would have been really well suited to it. But anyways, it's a dome with a fake sky. It's like something out of a movie.
So,
Maybe whoever brought us here wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside in lieu of actually letting us go outside. Sure, if you want to make broad assumptions.
you see,
Kind of Lord of the Flies, but more like, it's hard to explain. So the kids all had like powers, but they were all, I can't remember the girl's name. I think it was Astrid. She could like sense their power. Like she could tell like how strong or like rare their power was basically. So there was some people who had abilities like healing. I think the main character, I think his name was Sam. I think he could like shoot lasers out of his hands or something. All the powers were hand-based, and there's early on in I think it's in the first book, a group of kids from a private school band together, and they start trying to like control the mutants, and so they encase all of their hands in concrete. Yeah, the first book is called Gone, but the series is called Phase, F-A-Y-Z, because that's the name of the Fallout Alley Youth Zone, I think is what it's supposed to stand for, because it's like there's a big radiation spill at some point in time. There's all kinds of, like, it's wild. Like, goes in very dark places. There's also actually gay representation. I forgot. There's a lesbian couple made up of one girl who's got super speed and another girl who I think can control gravity is her thing. So, or, like, not gravity, density. So she can float or she can, like, make herself really dense and, like, sink through the earth. It was really weird. And there's also a gay couple, but I can't remember what their deal was. I don't know if either of them had powers. Maybe one of them did. One of them took care of all the the little kids. Anyways, also they made, there's one capitalist kid who didn't have any mutant powers, but he was, he made bullets out of gold. Like they found gold ingots and melted them down into bullet molds, and then they were named Birdos because he was named Alberto, and so they were his currency. And he ran a McDonald's. It was, God, weird books, great books though. In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do.
Fair.
Whether or not the sky is really a projection is not something, it's not something we can do much about. For now, we should remain focused on meeting the other students. Huh? Above the inane chatter, I heard a quiet, high-pitched noise, sort of like a mouse's squeak. It was so unlike the current conversation, it automatically stood out. You gonna stop talking for a sec? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Hey?
Hear what? See, like, that's not Australian. That's like Scottish, isn't it? It almost sounds like whimpering.
Strike me pink.
Wait, I just heard it.
Oi, you.
That was crying. Quit hiding and come out talk to us. Do ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite. Okay. Because I was going to say, I mean, like, Kiwi could have worked, but, like, oi and all that sounds very... That's more Scottish, but also I don't know if it's really that song. Maybe we'll hear more when we actually talk to her, because I don't think she's talked very much. She could be Kiwi, but I don't think so. Anyways. We're calling it shrew. The crying seems to have stopped, but whoever it was refused to come out. We just leave them be. If they don't want help, it's not our issue.
Goodness.
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in need.
Be careful.
To the girl that is crying, please excuse my friend here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared.
You think?
You really think that's going to convince them?
Eh?
Hello, she's got the swan. I wasn't,
Hello.
How about you tell us your name first?
Eloise Tellner. I'm the ultimate fencer. It's really nice to meet you all, even if it doesn't seem like it.
Aww. Also, an ad's about to run, and I need to get some more water, so we're just gonna pause here for a sec. I'm gonna run, grab the water, maybe go to the bathroom. Who knows? It'll be an adventure. We'll see. Anyways, be back in a couple minutes. It's either now or in the middle of a conversation, so might as well do it now and get it out of the way for an hour. Be right back. Alright, so we've still got about a minute or so for the ads, so we'll just give it a sec. Yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. I mean, not much happened, so... Yeah, how's everyone's day going while we wait for the ads to run? Didn't die. I know, right? It's shocking. My survivability is pretty low, but not that low. So let me just check and see. Nothing has changed on any of these. So like another 10 or so seconds and then we'll get back to it. I made a car accidentally. Oh geez. Hopefully not a bad one. I'm interested. I still need to try Tribe 9. I kind of want to, but like, Jesus. Still, I hope everyone's alright, Stitch, because that would be a lot. Why is this not working? Whenever they try to down Reddit. I mean, that is how things work, Stitch. Things aren't there and then they are. I feel like that's pretty. I think that's pretty typical. I mean, early morning crashes are. I feel like that's usually when they happen, right? Or like early or late when people are like relatively impaired because they're too tired to think straight. Anyways, okay, sorry. I'm getting distracted. That's why people crash. It's way too early for them.
Strange.
Someone who's prolific at fighting shouldn't have a reason to hide from people.
That's not...
Fencing doesn't really do that for you. Yeah. Oh, really? Wait, who was the creator? I think someone... Wait. Hey, Leoto. Sure, I appreciate the lyric. Someone came in here a while ago and was asking about... Oh, what was it? They were asking about another creator streaming the video as a reaction, then they never got back to me about it, so I don't know if they did or not. Nice. Yeah, welcome in. Don't focus much on courage, do you think? The key to fencing is the ability to predict your opponent's moves, along with having the ability or agility to avoid them. Acting brash may get you the first move, but it's a steady analytical mind that secures the win. Oh. I don't know if I'm familiar with them. Hold on, let me look them up. Sorry, not to keep getting distracted. But also, I mean, I guess it's kind of what I do, so. Oh wait, you found Inescapable from the other. Gotcha. I see where you came. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant another creator watched the video on stream, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, no, it's it is a very weird thing for that to be probably the most notable thing that I've done, like, in my life, and honestly might ever do, is just fucking trash a game for 3 hours. But we'll see. Oh, such a switch. Yeah, see, I'm terrible at that. I'm always up late, so I wake up late. Like, I drive to work. If I'm opening, I have to be there by 8:30, and it's usually a fight for my life to get there in time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kinner, that you had to sit through that game, but I hope it was at least a little bit cathartic to watch the video. A few VAs even commented on that one, which I still think is wild. And one of the early... Wait. I can see the guy in the background. Is he the hunter? I don't know if it was respectful. Also, it wasn't dogpiling. It was kind of just me. It turned into a dogpile by accident after because I didn't think anyone would watch it. But anyway, sorry. That's kind of impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's okay. There wasn't much of it. I was... Ditz was talking about it a bit. Also, I'm still so excited for the 100 line. I get really excited when it comes to the subject, so I can't help but gush.
Listen to me.
But I have to ask, why were you hiding from us? Isn't his name Damon? That one that's back there? Oh no, it's the BMX one. So they're quietly deep in thought.
Okay.
When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was here.
Kind of like...
Yeah, it turns out that... Ugh. I mean, I think there are more people who've heard of the game from the video than just organically, which is still... Like, people sometimes send me pictures of just, like, seeing it in the wild. It's so bizarre. Desmond, that's his name. Yeah, I'm excited to meet more of them. Several strangers around me, and they were all so panicked as well. I felt like a mouse caught in a trap. Everything around me was so suffocating.
Oh.
That's why I ran away immediately. I really don't like it when people can see me like that. I can't even call my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came to.
I understand.
If it's any reassurance, it seems my friends and I are in the same situation.
Seriously?
It's probably the last thing she wants to hear. And since when were we friends?
Well,
Was there anyone with you when you woke up? Gotcha. Okay. That could be worse then, yeah. But also, yeah, it's, he's calling you a friend because he's supposed to. Have you never talked to a lawyer? It's something lawyers and also, as a debater, you know this. Fake debate nerd. This is what you're not the ultimate. Because as a true debater, you would know that you can't just be like, oh, that asshole. Everyone's your friend. My friend in the opposition. My friend in the my friend in government. Like, you can't just be like, that dipshit over there is wrong. You refer to everyone as a friend. You do it in law too. Can you believe I wasn't popular in high school? And I just was this? Was there anyone with you when you woke up? Yes, but I didn't get to talk to them before I went into flight mode. Yeah, the honorable gentleman or the honorable lady. That's right. Or the distinguished gentleman. Like, but friend is, I think, required for some styles. Hold on, wait. This is like weirdly hard to find this. Yeah, no, you would usually like... It's a thing that's common because usually most debate formats are based off of some sort of parliamentary system or some sort of like governance style. So like, that's why you'll sometimes have the propositional side will sometimes be called government for that reason, because they're the, you know, on the affirmative side. But yeah, usually, like, friend is a common term for that sort of thing. One of my friends as a kid was not one of my kids. One of my friends as a kid, his dad was a lawyer, and he was very particular about teaching us some of this stuff for some reason. I have no idea why. He was great. Anyways, sorry. So this girl is just as clueless as us, and it seems she also passed out on that train. Damn it, what the hell's going on here? Were you the only people in that building, by the way? Ms. Cairo is currently introducing us to everyone else. Would you like to join?
Maybe...
I think I want to stay where I am.
Very well.
When I meet the others, I'll tell them to gather here. That way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone's together, we can discuss our next course of action. Yeah, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for everyone.
Many thanks.
Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well. Or maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. I guess it's admirable. It would be kind of awkward as a debate kid to have a lawyer who's literally just like your evolved form.
Curious.
Also, why am I shorter than everyone? It's such a strange place, this courtyard. How? Because, like, she's shorter. He's definitely, like, a head taller. She's, I think, about the same height. It does kind of give that unsettling feeling of, like, a painting watching you as you move around. Hi, Archer. A guy was leaning against the hedge with his hands in his pockets.
Nice.
Looks like you found some friends.
Indeed.
Why don't you say hello? He looked at us and waved. I resisted the urge to wave back.
Attention.
Have you no manners? Talk to them.
All good.
All right, my bad. Clearly amused, he stood up straight and faced us.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to act like a dick. Today's just been all over the place for me. Not an excuse, I know. Humph! I don't know if I've ever heard someone emphasize the in a humph so much. I suppose we can forgive you, if you give us your name. Easy enough.
I'm Desmond Hall. They call me the ultimate marksman.
You're my...
Hear me
Is
out.
that a fucking Suits reference? Marksman, eh? That must mean you're really good at shooting stuff, right?
Right.
That's right. I have a really good eye for my targets. What's his animal? Is it supposed to be like a shark with earrings? I don't know, we'll see. Guns, bows, slingshots, you name it, I've hit bullseyes with it.
Hold on.
With all those weapons, I must ask. You haven't killed anyone, have you? I love the most obvious questions. Well, never. Rue, never. I realize my talents may leave some people on edge, but I only practice on stationary targets. Moving targets are really outside my comfort zone.
Believe me.
I've never taken a human life.
I see.
Good to know. For such a serious question, he composed himself pretty quickly. Guess this guy knows how to keep his cool.
So,
Where's your partner? We all had one to my knowledge. Oh, you mean the pirate guy? Yes, the pirate guy. He was, well, he was fine. Harmless for the most part. It was a little too extreme for me to be around. In situations like this, I prefer to keep to myself. I know it sounds less cooperative, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oi!
Wait just a second.
You all right?
Huh?
You.
Did you just say a pirate? Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see that now in the middle bit there, like over his heart. Oh, makes sense. It sounds dumb, I know. I wouldn't buy it either if I hadn't spoken to the guy myself. It's gotta be that one freaky dude on the train, right? The buff one with the dragon tattoo?
Yep.
That's your man. He went through the door over there, so... Grace,
Totally.
you have fun with that. Just saying, the guy's a little out there.
By the way,
Desmond, do you see that girl in the gray uniform over there? I told her I'm going to bring everyone here. I think it's important we discuss the current situation as a group. Could you give her some company? Excuse me, I'm dying. Sorry about that. Could you give her some company while I'm gone?
Easy enough.
Ah, sure thing. The others are an odd bunch, so good luck convincing them. Yeah, casual, but being the ultimate marksman must take a lot of diligence. Always giving a steady hand, always thinking on your feet. Probably a lot to learn from someone like that. Everyone else must be in the building up ahead. Perhaps they are discussing something.
My.
Let's head over and find out, shall we? I feel like I need to learn how to enunciate better. Can't jump. Oh, well, that's... Well, is that a tree? I think it has to be like 60 feet tall or something. A sight to behold, isn't it?
That's not it.
Let's not get too excited. It's only a tree.
no.
I'm not even sure we can say that.
could you explain?
I don't quite get what you mean. You bent down and crushed one of the fallen leaves in her hands, and nearly crunching or tearing.
Interesting.
This is a faux tree.
Impossible!
How could someone possibly manufacture a tree of this size?
Look at this.
If it's real, explain why these leaves don't make any noise when I break them. That expression said it all.
Quit it.
Why the hell is there a huge fake tree?
Interesting indeed.
I'd be hard pressed to find a school with an installation like this. I've played these games before. You'd be hard pressed to find it anywhere. I feel like you'd only see this in a museum or something. I feel like that's not that uncommon.
In any case,
This building certainly has a strange aesthetic. That's one way to put it. She was in the center of a large circular room surrounding where a bunch of people I recognized from the train. Must be the others Toshiko was talking about. Counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct?
Indeed.
Correct.
What's wrong?
Is something
You
wrong?
see?
If everyone from our train car is here, where are the other people who were on the train?
That's...
Good point. There were other people, right?
I'm sure.
Of course. The academy said they'd reserve that train for its students. Yeah, but did you actually see anyone?
Let's see.
I never left our car, but I know Miss Madison did.
Eh?
I apologize.
You mentioned leaving for the bathroom. Oh, so yeah, that makes sense that Grace would be Scottish if she's also a golfer. Isn't it like...
I see.
I passed a bunch of students on my way to the crapper. I didn't talk to them, though.
Strange.
They had to have heard the commotion in our car. Why didn't they help us?
Damn.
Maybe they were also knocked out?
Anywho,
I doubt it's something we can answer right now. Can I just introduce you to the others already?
I understand.
Weird behavior, but sure. Yes, we should familiarize ourselves with the others who are currently here.
Yeah.
Guess it's the only thing we can do right now. Regardless, the whole thing was pretty baffling. If the other students on the train passed out, where are they now? And if they didn't pass out, why did they not help us escape our car? Grace, are you the mastermind? There were no other students in any other cars. Wait, actually... Where is it? Wait. Oh, these are... Alpha, Beta... I think it's Epsilon... I don't know what the others are. Anyways. Let's meet everyone. 3D movement. Yeah. I mean, V3 had 3D movement. Glad to see you alright, kid. Of course I'm alright. Gave everyone a scare running away like that. I really thought we could catch you, but... How fortunate that the door came equipped with a lock.
see?
However, it was all worth it. Look at these people I befriended during my exploration.
I hear you.
Also, yeah, 1 and V3 both did. I think it was only 2 that just had the sideways, like, the movement that they have for 100 line, right? Summer, did it? Oh, yeah, no, it did. That's right. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'll give credit where credit's due. You came back with plenty of spoils.
Oi, you.
I want to talk for a sec.
Huh?
You're a pirate, right? Shiver me timbers. Ahoy, matey. That kind of pirate, right?
Pirate?
Oh,
Eh?
I mean, he looks pretty buff. Yeah. I'm not a pirate. I'm a ship captain. There's a huge difference. Ship
I'm
captain.
talking.
You don't need to be so loud. She was just asking a question. Just a question?
Ha!
For guys like me, that pirate nonsense is a tired stereotype. Girly Pop, not to like judge you too hard, but like... I have some suggestions on how you could avoid that in the future. Also, I mean, I kind of get what you mean. It did... I mean, that was basically how Raincode started. And I do like that. Murder on a train, there's just something romantic about it, you know? There's something very, like, of a certain time in history.
Watch it.
Pirates live off stealing and causing trouble. We ship captains are nothing like those low lives.
Jeez.
If you're not a pirate, then explain the clothes.
Huh?
Murder can... I'm not saying that it's not romantic in that way. Like, romantic, like, romance languages. Like... It's very, what's the word for it? Oh, fuck, that reminded me of something. Okay, so, because I was thinking about Murder on the Orient Express, because obviously that's, like, the famous story like that. And it just reminded me, at work today, some lady came in, and, like, it said she'd been in, like, a week before or something to get some help. And I was like, oh, who helped you? And she said, oh, I don't remember her name. And I was like, that's fine. I was going to ask her, like, do you know what she looked like? And she said, she was the Oriental. And I was like, I don't think you can say that. First of all, are you from the fucking 20s? But also, fucking, what? Yeah, no, I was like, I don't think you can. I was so baffled. And I was just like, at that point, I was pretty much like, yeah, okay, I'm not really interested in helping you more than I like legally have to, because what the fuck is wrong with you? That happens all the time. People will like randomly come up to me at work, because I work with a lot of older people, and they'll randomly just say something really racist about minorities, and I'm like, what empathy are you wanting from me in your position? There, another rug. It was just such a like, because that's one of those things where it's like, it's not only like being racist, it's also like, what a weirdly old-timey racism. And also, my coworker is, I believe, Filipino. Like, I don't, And also, she's like one of the smartest people at our job because she's actually good at just following the rules and not just kind of doing whatever she wants, which is fun. But like, sorry, that just reminded me of that today because I was blown away when she said it. I was just like, how do you, how is that how you describe a person? Anyways, do these look like the clothes of a pirate to you? Maybe not a real one, but an exaggerated stereotype, sure.
Please don't.
Kind of ballistic. Yeah, no, it's really fun and cool and interesting. Who's that? Well, I best leave this man alone. I take it he's dealt with our kind before.
My mistake.
Never like to soil the mood, but a man can only stand so much.
I'm real sorry.
Anyway.
Whatever. You said you were a ship captain, right? I was acting weird, but I wanted to get more out of him. Never pictured a ship captain receiving an invitation from Ingred Academy. Like...
That's right.
I know the seas like the back of my hand. Every river and waterway within the north and southern waters. I'm the king of the sea.
The king of the seas, hero of the storms. I am Jean de la Mer.
Okay, I just wanted to look up his age because I wanted to make sure that it is very luminary of the stars. He is 21 apparently. Because if anyone else is gonna thirst over him, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna have to tell people to stop. And also in case I wanted to, because... Do people actually call him that, or did he come up with those names himself?
Is that really true?
Are they all college students? Well, except for... Isn't the one of them still younger? Hold on, wait. Can we open the menu from here? Oh, it doesn't show us anything else from now. Okay. Yeah, that was what I was wondering about Gremlin Girl. You know every river and waterway? Is that really true? Yep. I've studied every map I possibly can. Of course, I haven't actually been everywhere. According to a stingy little thing called Border Patrol, that's known in some parts as trespassing. Gotcha. I may be the king of the seas, but I'm not above the law. Also, look. I'm not going to say that I'm correct about everything, but I have always said that these killing game stories could always just work with like a college-aged cast. So I'm glad this one's gonna prove it for me. No, Damon's 18. Also, hi Harleyan. But yeah, no, it's he mentioned something about like in my 18 years of life I haven't encountered anything like this or something. So unless something's changed, I think he's probably, yeah. He's not above the law. I suppose that's good enough.
I see.
Either way, it's not like it matters much here. From the looks of it, we're nowhere near the ocean.
Leave it to me.
Fortunately, life as a captain has accustomed me to the unexpected. You lads can trust in me. I will protect you as if you were my own crew.
What now?
Protect? Protect us from what? I suppose from whoever put these wristwatches on us. Then again, there doesn't seem to be anyone else in this place apart from us.
How's that sound?
Jean of the Seas, George. Love that. I guess that means our only obstacle is finding an escape. Not too big of an ass, guy. Buried stars. Yeah, buried. I do think a lot of these games, I mean, I guess because most of them are killing games, so you can't really kill that many people if you only have 6 people or whatever, or 7. No, it was 6, but like, it worked so well. You're not alive till you're out of there. It's a birthday, not a conception day. All we need to do is find where we entered, then voila, sweet freedom. For such a simple conclusion, he sure was making a big deal out of it.
By the way...
It may interest you to know that people are gathering outside the building Miss Kyra explored. We want everyone together so we can discuss what to do next. Would you like to join?
Good to know.
Yeah, okay. If you want to do something not fun, just try and figure out the math of what happened 9 months before you were born. I don't know if he's even all that dumb. He just seems a little bit gung-ho. The boy was silently observing the space around him, jotting things down into a notebook. Hey, you.
The hell?
Sorry, his doze off a bit there.
A cause for concern.
You have terrible eye bags. Have you not been getting enough sleep? Not too much on him, because me and him don't have that different of a haircut. Getting knocked out on that train was the most sleep I've gotten in a week. Thankfully, that little girl woke me up before I wasted too much time. Can't get over the way that she just hump. There's a few muscular ones. There's also the blacksmith, I think. And here's the useless gremlin. A lot of people older than that are also useless gremlins. If I'd known better, I wouldn't have. Your terrible sleep schedule has diminished your already meager natural beauty. The guy paused for a few seconds and began furiously scribbling in his notebook. Boy with a snake tie. A girl with a white uniform. A man with a dapper suit. Why does he sound like the whispering noises in Persona, like, in the background in the dungeons or whatever?
Oi, you.
Excuse me.
A very loud woman with a visor. Are you writing about us? I make sure to record all my daily happenings. There's no way to remember it or all otherwise. Yeah. Jean is obviously a dragon. Eloise is an owl. Oh yeah, I can see it. In some fashion, note taking is just one of it. I'm dying. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just yawning. Note taking is just one of my many responsibilities. Maybe it's just appropriate for him.
My name is Ulysses Wilhelm, and I'm the ultimate historian. Please make note of that for future reference.
He's just an eepy little guy. Ultimate historian sounds exhausting. Have you ever seen those? Okay.
Impressive.
Have you guys seen those memes about the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, where it's like the labor here is not being like proportionally represented? Where it's like, you know, this one guy just like helps you pick out clothes, and this other guy renovates your entire home, and then like Anthony cooks a quiche or whatever. And it's very like, some ultimates are like, yeah, like a golfer, and others are just a historian, and like the historian has so much more to do. Like being the ultimate ship captain is like a doable thing a real world person could do. I don't know, less talking about Baron Ball. I don't know what you mean by that, Leoto. Well, I'm a scholar, much like myself.
Jeez.
Shouldn't an ultimate historian be good at memorizing stuff?
Yes.
Yes, I'm perfectly proficient at remembering historical facts. This notebook is just for more frivolous information. Stuff like shopping lists, classmate birthdays, when to brush my teeth.
Filthy.
Las Vegas? Ah, I see. Such excellent memory wasted on menial trivia. You probably couldn't even remember the date of your wedding anniversary unless you wrote it down.
Unfortunately.
I think that's the same for most men. Oh shit, sorry. You mean to hit my mic? I'll say Ulysses. Gotcha.
So...
What do you do as the ultimate historian? As of now, I work at the Patawomac River Museum in Senekamaka. I played a little bit of New Vegas. I haven't gotten very far into it. But yeah, it'd be fun to play sometime.
And so on and so on.
I direct one of the exhibits there, the Cold War era. When I'm not giving tours, I'm studying primary source documents in my office. Communism was just a red herring, huh, Ulysses? No wonder why you can't get any sleep. You can stay awake while reading all those boring history books. There's definitely something wrong with you. History isn't for everyone, I'm aware, but it's important knowledge nevertheless. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to... It sounds stupid when arguing on the internet.
No.
Yeah. That's not how the saying goes. It isn't, but I've updated it to coincide with more modern values. I thought it was funny.
Right.
Humor's subjective.
Anywho.
People began gathering outside.
See?
Thanks for joining. Yeah, okay. Hurriedly fumbled through the pages of the notebook. He tells you to go cure.
Unacceptable!
Did you seriously forget my name? The most egregious offense. Take solace in the fact that I am a mere matchmaker and not your romantic partner.
According to my notes.
In a large world run by even larger ideas, small things can be easily overlooked. Should we follow her? Yeah, you're gonna follow her. Ulysses, are you gonna head out, bud? Or not? Also, why are these like maple leaves? Oh my god, this is taking place in Canada. And it's Eastern Canada too. Also, wait, I think the leaves also have the same effect as all the people do, where like the leaves will also rotate to point you, or point at you, because I think that they... I think some of them are supposed to look like they're like sliding down walls. Oh, okay, so we do got the pink blood, I guess. I guess we can't observe these ones. Let's just work our way around the room in a circle. You, the one I'm really hoping is fruity.
Oops.
That one reminds me of you. I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. Hers is the... what's that? It's like a gecko, but chameleon? That feels like a mastermind one. Also, doesn't she literally have the symbol on her chest? Isn't that literally the Hope's Peak logo? Chameleon, yeah. I'll give your content a try. Who knows? I might really like it.
Man.
If you didn't like me from the start, you're never gonna like me.
Hi.
Hey, you two.
Way.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh crap, new guy, over here.
Huh?
I like him. I also like the color, like the gold eyes with the pink hair works really well for him. What? You boarded the train before things went all crazy, right? Check it out, me and the new guy together again.
Stop.
Stop acting like we're friends. I don't even know you.
You're just messing with me.
That's a joke, right? What is? You know, that thing you just said.
Hey.
Maybe you've heard my name before. Does Kai Monteago ring a bell?
Hey.
Come on, Kai Monteago. Something of an artist, something of an entrepreneur.
Very funny.
He's an influencer, a really big influencer. I want no spoilers on him. I expect him to live to the end. And also to get matched up with Damon. Actually, no, he deserves better than Damon. Give him give him the pirate. He deserves the pirate. Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Ouch. Right in the ego. I thought I already lost all faith in humanity before coming to this dump. But
I remember when I saw like all the promotional stuff, I was like, ugh, ultimate influencer, but like there's a lot of ships. Yeah, that's most of what I've seen of this game online is people shipping him with all the guys. There's victims in the Danganronpa games. Not really. He's the community bike. So true. I feel like he'd tell you that though. He seems like he'd be the kind, like, not brag about it too much, but like he would kind of mention that he's like, yeah, you know, who hasn't taken a ride? Yeah, like me. Oh my god, I'm the ultimate influencer and the ultimate debater. That's kind of great. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the first skill's kind of always like, yeah, it's kind of narrative building. Like you kind of have it. Inevitably, the first death is going to be someone who has a lot of attention drawn to them, just because like if Danganronpa 1 killed like Mondo in the first chapter but changed nothing else, it'd be kind of like, oh. I was actually going to go to school to be a lawyer. But yeah, that's just sort of how the plot works. I feel like there's not really much, like, not too much of a common thread between them. I feel like it's going to be somewhat different. We'll see. Thank you for the hydration check, Bobo. I'm really curious what apparently those alleged other students on the train. You don't recognize the dumbass? Must be nice. Huh? You do?
Yes.
Guy's the cancer of the internet. You disagree with him on one thing and he'll stick his army of underage followers on you. He's a dictator with a trendy fit. Love him.
Another day, another drama.
Dictator? Sheesh, you naysayer types are always so overdramatic.
Whatever.
Don't listen to her, new guy. This chick's just recycling other people's propaganda.
Are you done yet?
You want to talk? Check yourself in the mirror before crying propaganda.
See that?
Yeah, I see you're no stranger to photo editing. Damn, Grace. I'm kind of impressed. No one would ever guess you had the face of a horse. Wait, no, never mind. I hate her again. I hope she dies. And the tears returned as quickly as they vanished. Not sure what I expected an influencer to be like in person, but this was definitely not it.
Don't be mean.
Leave Kai alone. He may not be the nicest person in the room, but can't you see you're hurting his feelings? Way to help.
Ugh.
You can get over it.
Anyway.
What about you? Can you give me your name and talent?
Oh.
Sure.
I'm Diana Venezuela.
Oh yeah, she's in. Yeah, I
local
just saw the makeup brushes.
If you're ever in need
Makes
of a
sense for
makeover,
Chameleon.
I'll work my magic. Just ask.
Hi, Consulas. Yeah, no, you know what? And that's what I love. I think you need a pathetic man, because if you have a man who's too confident in himself and too unshakable, you can never whip him into shape. You can never make that man do the dishes. She's a little bit. Is she the one who's had a colored background? I feel like everyone else has had gray, haven't they?
Come again?
Is that it? You're just a makeup artist?
For your information.
Not just a makeup artist, the makeup artist. What?
Indeed.
Diana is the biggest beautician in Hollywood. She's relatively new to the public sphere, but word of her talent has been dominating social media. Enough to pique the interest. Okay, well, wrong peak. It's Pique, isn't it? Oh fuck, am I getting it wrong? Am I being pretentious and wrong? It's not with a C, right? No, peak. Interest of the entertainment elite. Yeah, there we go. I thought I was worried that it was Pique, but I was like, no, that's definitely not. That's not right. Now every A-list celebrity is scrambling to hire her.
What?
I see this is not your first time talking about her. Welcome in. I'm glad you enjoyed this stuff. Yeah, we're just starting out this one because I've been putting it off for a while. I was talking about it earlier. I wanted to put it off until I knew there was at least going to be a chapter 1. So a lot of fan games get a prologue and then kind of don't really go from there because it gets a lot harder to do the first chapter. But now this one has the first chapter. I'm excited to get there. Sloppy cat. Also, yeah, I like Kai. I'm simply quoting my friends. They're all on Diana's waiting list.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Anybody?
Why is it a shock that this guy doesn't recognize her? What about me?
How humiliating.
Why do you care what he thinks? Isn't the demographic for people like you largely teenage girls?
Hell no!
My stuff is for everyone. I'm inclusive like that.
Hold on.
Okay, that's it. Let's break this up. Diana, could you and Kai go to the courtyard outside? We're trying to get everyone to gather there.
No worries.
See you later. None of those guys like me either. I don't even count. You know what? What an introduction. I'm on your side with that one. Makeup artist and an influencer. With this any other academy, I wouldn't bat an eye. The Ultimate Talent program is a shell of itself. It'll hand out ultimate talents to anyone who asks. He is boy failure coded though. I love that for him. See, like, I find this interesting too. We've never really gotten this sort of like talent elitism in the Danganronpa games where it's always like, yeah, you can be the ultimate in anything. And it's just kind of wild. Like, we haven't had anyone who's sort of like, no, there's like a right, like there's ultimates who are better than others, like objectively, or at least like in their minds. When I look at the other song, no, I feel like Kai is like, Kai seems like an influencer. I mean, like, I don't know, like, if he ever actually explains how big he is. I mean, it sounds like he must be fairly sizable, right? Because like, based off of Grace's description of him, where she's like, yeah, if you disagree with him online at all, he'll sick his army on you. To me, that indicates that he's like more popular. Like, he's big enough that there's like actual discourse and debate about him, you know? Yeah, I like that the protagonist is actually like a bit of an asshole. I think it's more interesting than him being like, gosh, everything's so interesting. Who are you people? I'm meeting so many new friends. I like someone who's kind of like, you guys all fucking suck. I'm better than you. It's at least different. But yeah, no, I feel like Kai... I'm trying to think about who would be like a good analogy for him. Who's like an influencer who's like genuinely popular, but also kind of like... Because I mean, if Grace knows him, he's got to be pretty... I don't know, we'll see. Eden's Garden Academy said it was above that. It said it prioritized academic talent. And now it thinks I'm on par with those two?
Come on!
Yeah, I agree. I think it's... I don't know. I don't like the bland ones because also like the bland characters usually end up being kind of dumb, and I get really frustrated playing a dumb character. Come on, man, just say something. Come on, please, pretty please.
So harsh.
All I wanted was your name.
Hi.
It figures.
Oh, it's more people.
How's it slipping and sliding?
Hey there.
Oi!
What's the matter with him?
Yeah.
I don't know. I spent ages trying to get this guy's name, but he won't say anything.
It's simple.
You didn't expect a furry in this game where everyone has an animal theme and there's all these like furries on the wall. Yeah, he did say how's it slipping and sliding. Well, he's a BMX rider, right? Like I think it means like. I assume that's meant to be more of a reference to that. Who knows? Yeah, no, I think this is my thing with a lot of these sort of things, like especially in a killing game sort of thing, like you don't have that many characters to begin with and they're running out fast. So like if you have a protagonist who's a blank slate, you kind of, that's sacrificing a slot. If he's being a weirdo about it, just ignore him. Who are you anyway? Who am I?
The name's Jet Dawson.
Oh, he's a drag racer. Why did I think he was a BMX rider?
Nice to meet you, shrimp.
I need to hear him and Kai have a conversation. I need Kai to ask him what kind of drag race he means. Oh my god, race? A drag racer. Given his outfit, to me, his outfit legitimately looks more like, I guess the belts on the front give it more of that. Although, why are you wearing your seatbelts with you, bud? RuPaul. But no, like, I feel like he looks more like he's a BMX rider, right? Am I insane? Also, helicopter, you're just describing Samugi. Anyways, a drag racer. Given his outfit, that comes as no surprise. Aren't you warm in that suit? Are you confused? There's a fan inside the back of my helmet that emits cool air, kind of like the fans in car seats that cool your butt.
Let's rock and roll.
Isn't that just super rad? The way he yells every word, he can make anything sound like a big deal. He kind of did. Only issue is, they don't extend the rest of my suit.
Get a grip.
Then stop wearing the suit. And walk around naked?
Dumbass.
I meant wear different clothes. Harrison also. I think Harrison had too much personality too.
So,
Just an atrocious one. You should also have an ultimate talent, correct?
well,
Would you mind sharing it?
My name's Mark Bursky. I produce music.
Why does he look like Kiefer? I think it's just that the green tipped hair. Harrison had a lot of personality. Do you not remember him being like a serial sexual predator? Thank you for the follow, Constance. I mean, I'd say, yeah, if Kiefer was a DJ. No, he's not Brat Green. He's too desaturated for Brat. Brat has to be like lime. Also, he looks like someone who would think that Charlie XCX needs to stop being so full of herself. There's Brat in every green for those with the eyes to see it. With the color blindness to see it. Yeah, he was British. He was misogynistic. He was... Yeah, I mean, he didn't have enough personality to be interesting, but he had enough to be fucking obnoxious. 4 potential personalities, all of them bad. I just baffled that ever happened. Music producer? Yeah. Oh, it's how they have colors. Did I just not notice them not having them before? Whatever.
It's nothing.
It's mostly bad remixes and stuff.
My man.
No, man, your music's wicked good.
Really?
You know my songs?
Not a chance.
Nope. Do I even have to? You're the ultimate music producer. That just what says it all.
moving on.
I assume you two also woke up in this place, right? That's right, yeah. Oh, is he a crocodile? Oh, that's cute. I like that. Do you have any idea what might be going on?
Yeah.
This whole place, or this whole shebang did come out of the blue, but...
Let me think.
To be honest, feels a lot like an extreme haunt. Do you know what that is? What's the name of that one? Isn't it like McCurry Manor or something like that? Jim Favorite, really good bits, and really bad something. Yeah. Although I don't know if there's really any good bits to get rid of with Junpei. And also Dawn's more Junpei.
It figures.
You don't look like the type.
Hey.
Meaning?
You following?
Anyway, extreme haunts are really intense horror attractions. Think a haunted house crossed with a survival horror game.
Oh boy.
Staff will chuck you in underground tunnel systems, trap you in coffins, anything to scare you. I'm pretty good with the coffins, not so much the tunnels.
That's not important.
What's this got to do with us?
Catch my drift?
You see, there's a couple places that are known for starting their haunts with a simulated kidnapping.
Eh?
True, Harlan. I think that's... His voice actor does a lot for him there. But even still, he's... I think part of it is also in 999. He's surrounded by a lot of more obnoxious characters. Cough, cough, Akane. I know everyone else likes Akane, apparently. I don't know why. I found her deeply unlikable at every opportunity. I feel like 2 was the only, like... Or VLR was the one I really enjoyed out of the bunch in terms of the cast. And even then... Caveats. So it makes her likable. Yeah. That's how I know the Zero Escape game doesn't have... or franchise doesn't have the smoke. It doesn't have the momentum to truly carry it. Because if it did... I'd see as much shit about fucking Sana and Junpei as I have about Kokichi and Shuichi. VLR is so good. Like, VLR is great. Zero Time Dilemma is a game that you can read the wiki for, I think. The Bible every 5 seconds. Yeah. That's why he freezes that jumpy. Yeah, exactly. God damn it. I mean, like, I can't blame Katy Perry for taking this trip up to space, and I am glad she didn't die. Because I did think that was, like, not a... That felt a little bit like a doomed storyline, but... I don't know. Yeah, no, can't blame her for going up there. I would go. Carlos... See, no. Give me Carlos and Santa. I'd take those two together in a heartbeat. They're way better. Also, yeah, that was real. She went up in a Blue Origins thing with Gail King and a few other people. Yes. Oh, fair enough.
For real?
Sorry, I'm gonna get the... Also, we're running close to an ad, so we'll have to probably take a break in a sec, but I'll snooze it. To make it feel as real as possible, they'll even take you when you least expect it. Think too. I just believe them. Carlos... Oh yeah, look. Carlos and Sigma passing Santa around. Dio in the cuck chair. I need to... Katie did sing in space. She was, I can't remember what it was. They talked about it. Right, silence. Yeah, Santa was great. I mean, Sigma, yeah, right up until he, you know... Up until what happens in the... Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Eric's therapy. Yeah, no, Eric... I think Mira can kill Eric. I simply don't care for that character. Everyone on Q Team can fucking die. We don't want to spoil it for Harlan, but shotgun? Yeah. But no, with Sigma it would have been a yes, right up until I guess the part where it's like the stuff that happens in the ending where they fail the furnace thing, I think is what happens there. Not right there. Yeah, Eric also not attractive. Like Carlos. Yeah, if Sigma also didn't knock someone up while they were drunk and then also, I think, hit them. Didn't he? Or did he not? Maybe she hit him and then I can't remember what happened there. Sigma was better in VLR. You get, I mean, everyone's... The amount of character assassination that happens in Zero Time Dilemma is honestly impressive. Yeah, well, I mean, like... And also because Zero Time Dilemma makes a lot of his actions in VLR feel a lot, like, even grosser. But also, yeah, why didn't Santa get brought back? I would have way rather had him. Whatever. Anyways, first thing is they can't just jump anybody. You gotta consent first. The hell? I'd never agree to being kidnapped.
Come off the grass.
Extreme haunts, eh? People know better than to involve me in that crap.
Well?
Maybe we consented to our kidnapping without realizing.
Eh?
Oh my god, it's giving you your turn to die. Santa... He was a really nice design. I think, honestly, if that game had come out later, it might have worked better. Fucking Eric, yeah. I mean, and also Junpei. Yeah, they make everyone perverts. It's weird. Although I will say, I prefer the way the Somnium Files does it, where like he is a pervert, but also the game is constantly like whacking him for it. See, that's valid, Daisy. I just think Junpei should die. For example, the letters we received from the Academy. Is it possible those invitations were actually consent forms in disguise?
Really?
Don't tell me you actually believe this guy.
Correct.
Given what we've seen so far, I'd wager anything is possible. Is that really what's happening here? Did we ever get her talent? I can't remember. Accepting my letter, or a letter asking me to join Eden's Garden. I agree to this. Well, that's just a theory. We won't know what's going on until we explore some more.
In any case,
I know some people who might be interested in your theory. They're gathering by the courtyard outside. You can join them if you want.
Adios.
Okay, let's go, Mark. Less than enthused, let the drag racer take him by the arm. Even time for talent. I thought so. You know about getting what? Oh god. The Eden's Garden Academy is a part of the trade. Is it even real? Should know better than to think nonsense like that. If the Academy was fake, someone would have already blown its cover. It's more likely this is happening unbeknownst to the Academy. We got, it's just the 3 of you in here still? I didn't miss anyone? Are you going outside, Ulysses? What's your deal?
Yo! I'm Cassidy Amber, the ultimate pro gamer. Don't forget it, Kay.
What's up with the hat? I can't remember what the word for that is. Because...
very nice.
Jumping right into an introduction, I like it.
Yep.
Making a good first impression is key to grabbing the attention of your viewers. Shanka, that's it, yeah. I think so. Especially if you have over 20 million of them. Gotta earn that watch time. Also, girl, 20 million? See, I feel like I would want the Lotus Alice Clover team, because Santa and Lotus were both way better characters than a lot of the ones that did keep coming back, and I'm kind of sad. Especially, well, I mean, like, I feel like also, that's something too, though, Papa, is I feel like in a world where Ultimates exist, they, like, most of them would end up becoming influencers. At least, like, incidentally. Because if you're the best at something, everyone else who wants to do your thing is gonna have to follow you. Like, they'd want to know. Like, if you're the ultimate, doctor, every doctor's gonna want to know stuff. I'd take Clover over 7, but I don't really care for either of them. Like, fame, but also just, like, influencers influence people. And objectively, if you're the best in your field to an unparalleled extent, then, like if you're the ultimate makeup artist, you're inevitably going to be influencing people on how they do makeup. Which I think is also kind of an interesting part of this stuff that doesn't really get explored. Like, all the ultimates in Danganronpa are talked about as, like, kind of celebrities, but, like, not really unless they have a specifically celebrity-based thing. As an influencer. Yeah, well, I mean, like, I think that's the thing, is that Kai doesn't seem like he really influences on something specific. He just kind of is famous for the sake of being famous. Whereas, like Cassidy here is famous, like, she's an influencer as a streamer. And also, again, having the, what's it called, the Azhenka and the communist symbol, but they replaced the hammer with the game controller is very, like, a cool direction to take an Ultimate Gamer. You know, I prefer it to the Asmongold direction, but, like...
Is that really true?
20 million? Is gaming really that popular?
Duh.
It's not just gaming, it's pro gaming.
Yo!
Facing off against opponents in front of a large audience with prestige and prizes on the line, stakes can't get any higher. Yeah, Kai, I think, is supposed to be like, if you're being charitable, a Jen of Marbles. If you're being uncharitable, it's like a D'Amelio. My talent's pretty frivolous. Our attitude towards video games or competition is somewhat impressive. Sort of like how I feel about debating.
Question.
Hello?
What is it? Do you guys know if this place has internet? I promise my comrades, my stream... Comrades? I was like, comrades, my streaming schedule wouldn't change after starting school. So I'm kind of freaking out.
Come again?
Comrades.
Hey!
Cassidy's comrades. They're the biggest fan community on the internet. She must mean her followers being a streamer and all. Definitely explain the hat.
Curious.
You must be very wealthy then. I've heard that popular streamers earn a lot of money, especially from subscriber donations.
Indeed.
Ah, there are many stories about young men falling prey to the infamous tiered subscription. Any young men falling prey to the infamous tiered subscription in the chat? They are rendered forever unmarriageable. Such a shame. So how many suckers have you swindled? With such a large fan base, you must be raking in the dough.
The hell?
Are you alright?
I see how it is.
You think the only motivation's money, don't you? Oh my god, is she gonna be like, absolutely not, I don't want money. I'm not a filthy capitalist. Why would you be a streamer?
You scum.
Yeah, no, I'm on board. This is a lot funnier than having a fucking... Look, when you think about the kinds of gaming streamers you could have, do you want Aiden Ross? Do you want Asmongold? No. Gamers don't hate that. Honestly, I mean, Hassan Piker is kind of proof we're needed that, like, there is a market out there for people who have disposable income and are interested in leftists who play video games. Oh, and I thought the joke was more like gamers just hate. Oh, I'm just dumb. We're gamer and communist. Yeah, exactly. Communist pro-female gamers. This game is woke. Nobody let the anti-woke gamers know. Gamers don't hate any politics that intrude on their games. They love right-wing shit. They love Donald Trump shit too. Right now, it's. Ugh. What's the joke? It's like there's only two genders, male and political to the average gamer or something like that. Yeah, she's got red hair and pronouns. She's doing communism. Hey, Pendragon. Damn it. I mean, I think he is a bit of a demon. Also, hi, Fossil. Yeah, and for Tim Walton, he played Crazy Taxi, which, like, I still think about that. Tim Waltz is such a dad. I played Crazy Taxi as a kid. My dad had got it for us, and it gave me that same vibe. Smoking body. Anyways, Kai is very fruity. He's got pink hair and pronouns, and also I think he is supposed to be queer, isn't he? Isn't there like oh, I did see something online of like, isn't there a sexy calendar with male characters in the game, and Damon like doesn't know how to react? Need hydration check, Fossil. Same app. I need more yaoi in my games. Typical bourgeoisie scum. I stream for the betterment of the human race. As the leader of Cassidy's comrades, it is my duty to redistribute most of my earnings to the masses. You mean you give away all your money?
Yep.
I do tons of expensive and generous stunts on my channel. Most of it is for charity, but sometimes it's for random subscribers.
My genius is almost frightening.
One time I bought a spaghetti factory and donated it to a public school. Those kids will never have to pay for lunch again. They've probably gotten sick of eating pasta every day. If Kai isn't fruity, then it is truly a Danganronpa game where they're like, what if we just like queer code? What if we do a little bit of fruitiness, but like not real fruitiness? What if we do a little bit of wax fruit?
Right.
All these giveaways are streamed too. They're really popular, so I get tons of views and donations from them.
Impressive.
You managed to commodify the act of charity. Of course, I gotta reserve some money for basic necessities, truckload of chocolate soda being one. Ew.
Duh.
But it's not a problem for a person like me to have money since I earn it through my own hard work.
So unfair.
The real problems are the swine who make billions every year. Even though all they do is sit around, drink cocktails, and stare at their stock profile.
Bourgeoisie scum.
Hey, skeleton. Influencer and queerbaiter. I mean, maybe. But most of the queerbaiter influencers just like, you know, thirst trap. He's not thirst trapping. He just is fruity. Wax. I'm trying to make it a thing. I don't think it is a thing. I've been trying to make it. I've been talking about this because I'm making one of the videos that was in the members choice poll for this month, which didn't win, but it'll be back next month. I still need to make the post announcing that. I forgot. Was called biting the wax. What happens when you fall for queerbaiting? Because I do think that like wax fruit and like is a very like I don't know, because in my mind, when I was talking about this the other day, I was like, because in my mind, the thing about like in a random sitcom or whatever, there will be like one student or one character who's an artist, and they'll be like painting a fruit, and there'll be a real fruit and a fake fruit beside each other, and like the dumb character on it will like bite the fake fruit, and they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, that one was wax. I was just like using it as a thing." I'm like, why'd you like? So that's what I was thinking. Don't whack the fruits. It's homophobic. Also, though, you gotta remember that when it comes to stuff like New Vegas, a lot of gamers are actually very dumb and will just kind of make they'll be like, everything I don't like is woke, which means that if I like it, it's not woke. Which is why they think that like Baldur's Gate 3, or they're in dispute over that one. Anyways, in fact, I can detect the rancid smell or stench of a morally bankrupt billionaire in this very academy. I bet they're plotting to profit off of our suffering as we speak. I suppose honestly pretty deranged, although that might be just a large audience. As wary as I am of future confrontations between you and the more affluent students, I suggest you head over to the building I investigated. We've been telling other people to gather there.
Okay.
Nice to meet y'all. I do think it is really funny to have like Femme Hassan Piker in a killing game.
Oof.
So y'all got caught up in this too, did you? I remember seeing the 5 of you on the train. You're really ultimate students, huh?
Correct.
We wouldn't have been on that train if we weren't. Just making sure. I knew the education sector had some low standards, but they're just handing out titles to anyone who asks.
Jeez.
The hell's your damage? Damon, this is how you've responded to everyone. Right, that's it. What's the matter? I know this bitch. Jesus. As in, personally? Nah, she's the harlot that's been ruining my magazines. Ever since her interview with Rich People's Digest, her stupid success stories have been plastered everywhere. Youngest ever self-made billionaire, pioneer of the agricultural industry, bleh. Oh my god. Do you think the economy kills the capitalist? Hear that right? This girl we've been talking to is actually... I'm flattered you've memorized my resume.
Huh?
Resume, so things you weren't
If I
exaggeration.
may ask.
This is news to you? Anyone who's anyone knows about Winona. Winona? That would be my name, yes.
Although, many call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title.
Okay, so soon. No. It is class trader behavior, though, to not want it to be Winona. Are there that many conservative gamers who don't like Donald Trump? They don't like Elon Musk because he's a fake gamer, but that's different. Why did she give us such an intense aura? The girl probably has enough money to buy an entire country. I mean, I'm gonna let her talk down to me. She just looks talented, well, she'd truly be an auspicious match.
Interesting.
Why would a billionaire need to attend a school like Eden's Garden Academy? I thought it would be an opportunity to make connections with the well-established geniuses of my generation.
Nasty.
Now that I'm aware of the lax admissions process, I'm leaving the first chance I get. And not because you've been kidnapped. You can't leave. Destiny has decreed that I must guide you towards a most wondrous romance.
Nope.
I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather receive financial reparations from the Academy. At the very least, let me be your stead. With my divine foresight, I shall lead your legal battle to victory. I fell asleep in that train car, someone must have carried me out and dumped me next to the tree here.
Sheesh.
Why did no one stop them? Were there no precautions in place to stop someone from manhandling a student? I'd say it was an extreme inaptitude on the school's end, but since it appears I'm not the only victim...
What a joke.
Well, that makes things all the more sinister. Think someone carries me here, plausible? Would have transported us? We're gonna have an ad in like 10 seconds. I'm trying to get through this. Weird, so I left her. A walking stereotype. We know about as much as you do. The 5 of us have been walking around talking to other students that were on the train. The rest of them are congregating outside. Did you meet everyone? Maybe we'll be able to figure out what's going on. Why don't you join them? I think I'll take you up on that offer. Such a relief that one of you actually has something useful to say. A piece of work, but given the reason happening, she's not worth the stress. Carry everyone knocked out. Maybe put one person behind this. A group maybe. Person becomes who and why. Alright. Ad has to run anyways. This is what Bianca took on at any talent. Honestly, true. Bianca is inheriting it. At least she's working for it. She's girl bossing. Anyways, I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back, and then we'll chat for a bit. Also, I think my neighbors are showering, so it's gonna make noise. Yeah, be back in a few seconds. All right, sorry. What's on chat? Penultimate would actually be kind of an interesting idea. Sorry, I was trying to read through the chat and I'm apparently illiterate, so it was taking a while. Now we get more confused. I am gonna get a headache. Is he still sleeping here? Yeah, okay. What's your deal?
Golly!
What's this? More friends?
Stop.
No, let's not go that far. I don't even know your name or talent yet.
Wait just a sec.
Then let me tell you.
Hi, my name is Ingred Grimwall, and I'm the ultimate blacksmith.
Ultimate sleeper. Real blacksmith, eh? Is it anything like how movies depict it? Have you ever made swords out of molten metal? Not just swords, but tools, armor, statues. If you can name it, I can forge it. It's never an easy undertaking, I will admit. Sprained muscles are par for the course, but same way climbing a mountain is painstaking, but reaching the top delivers a high you can never forget. The struggle is all worth it for the outcome. No wonder she's built like an athlete. Her job sounds like non-stop high-intensity exercise.
So...
How has your kind not gone extinct?
Oh.
Extinct? Made redundant by technology.
Can't you see?
Aren't there ways to make specialized weapons without overworking yourself?
Well, I don't like to admit it.
Against modern machines, it's true I'm not an equal match. Because I think I'm better than them. Those hunks of metal may look cool, but their creations lack the human touch. You gotta keep things natural, traditional. That's when truly amazing things happen. Oh my god, she's a trad wife.
Now, would you look at that?
If my creation touches the heart, it's better than anything made by machine. Imperfections be damned.
My.
Ooh. Better than machines, huh? You've always told me my skills were impressive, but I'm yet to be compared to a computer or something. How come a blacksmith can receive that sort of acclaim before me?
Could you explain?
He's a jealous little bitch. I love that for him. There's always been a demand for handmade things, especially nowadays. Does your audience skew older by chance? Hey Apollo, how's it going? Old folks, movie producers, board game enthusiasts, even the occasional youngin'. These are all people who visit me.
Wowie!
It's great when I can relate to most of my clients. Their excitement is mine. Exactly which clients does she relate to?
Moving on.
In any case, are you the same as us? Or were you also kidnapped on that train and taken here?
Oh.
I wouldn't say kidnapped.
Come again?
Did you not black out on that train? No, I did.
Well?
Then how else would you describe the situation? Maybe it's a surprise excursion?
Hiya.
Better yet, a surprise exam. The people running this program are just putting our abilities to the
Take
test.
this seriously.
That's stupid. If the academy was that unhinged, no one would continue attending it.
Let's get going.
Well, you know, whatever it is, I'm sure we'll get out of here. Needless optimism isn't a substitute for reason.
By the way...
Also, Girly Pop, I'm so sorry, you're gonna die. There's no way. There's a gathering happening outside the building that Miss Kyra explored. Would you like to join? We plan to discuss some very important matters there.
No.
Aren't you nice? I'll get right to it. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone. Yeah, see, that's the thing too, is like, you're a debater. Like, why are you out here talking about who doesn't have a legitimate skill? Your skill is arguing. And you're not very good at it, it seems like. Oh, that's so funny to me. We should meet up with the others and formulate a plan of action.
I am an ultimate!
On our honor as ultimates, we will not be confined any longer. What a dramatic kid. Others should be gathered by the courtyard outside. That's where I should head next. I do kind of wonder who he considers to be a valid ultimate. Like, ship captain sounds like one. Lawyer, I think he'd agree with. I think he would take ship captain, although maybe not when he's dressed like a pirate. But anyways, lawyer, he'd take... How many others had like anything even really academic to them? I think he'd take musician. I don't think he'd take music producer. Historian, I think he'd accept. Definitely not influencer, makeup artist. I don't know if he... Oh, no, yeah, I think he... I think that he'd think he's better than the entrepreneur because he'd get defensive about her. Because she also had the same attitude of like, I'm better than you. Why am I here? And I think he would realize that he wasn't doing great. Like, he feels like he's better than most of these people, but like she is better than him by his own logic. And I think that's going to cause a bit of a problem for him. Contribute to society? Yeah, but like, again, as a debater... And also, I would argue like a blacksmith is someone that's on or whatever. But yeah, no, yeah, I mean, he's doing debate lord like bullshit, which like honestly works for his character, where he's like, he's a debater, but not like, he's not like a good debater, like in terms of like doing it the right way. There's a saying, when I was in debate in Model UN, my coach had a expression that she like really focused on, which was that debating isn't about winning or losing, it's about the exchange of ideas. And like it's kind of corny, but like that is the point ultimately. And he seems like the type who really doesn't care, like whose entire focus is winning. Like he'll say whatever needs to be said just to win. Will like demonstrate a logical inconsistency, do whatever. I like that for him. I think it's also interesting for an ultimate to be flawed at what they do. Or not like be technically proficient, but like flawed in some way that kind of undermines some part of it. And any clues going on here?
What if...
We're being pranked, 100%.
Oh.
This would be a really elaborate prank.
No, seriously.
Some people have the money for it. Whatever it takes, I'm killing the prick who's responsible. Surprisingly, I didn't seem to be getting anywhere.
Excuse me.
This is off topic, but I don't believe I've ever asked you your name, loud woman advisor.
Remember the name.
It's Grace, you wanker. And your surname, please? Madison. Grace Madison, the ultimate golfer.
Hey.
How do you know that?
My.
You said it in the dining hall, remember?
That's problematic.
I don't recall you being there for introductions.
However...
Maybe she was eavesdropping.
I would never.
Eavesdropping? I would never. I simply happened to overhear your conversation is all. In other words, she was eavesdropping. Hey, if we could just take a step back for a second. Was this about a dining hall?
Correct.
It's inside the building over there.
Huh?
Is there a kitchen too?
Man.
You got anything locale? I'm starving.
Pay attention.
Patient, will you? Introductions are still underway.
Meh.
Okay, but you have to speed run them.
Oh, man.
Gaming references from someone else? The universe has been thrown out of balance. Along with Grace Madison, we have the mighty and prestigious Wolfgang Akira. I'm not saying it right. I forgot how he said it. He's well known as the ultimate lawyer. Yes, that's correct.
Hey.
Hey, lawyer man.
Lawyer man.
Is that your name for me?
Yep.
It's either that or Wolfie. Do you like Wolfie more?
I must decline.
Stay with what you already have.
Hi.
Lawyer? Wow, it's so nice to meet you. True. Next up, we have... Just go turn and squint at me. His name seems to be escaping me. Perhaps you might know Wolfgang, Grace?
I'm not too familiar.
I have no idea. Fuck if I know his name.
Broski.
He told me, I'm pretty sure. It's Mark, right? My bad. I've got a habit of mixing you sort of guys together.
Oi!
What are you waiting for? Tell us your name already. Damon Matsu. The ultimate debater. Not detective. I'm fucking stupid.
Ooh.
It's like a bargain bin lawyer. Oh my god. I do hope that they make that a beef between... I want this to be full Lexi loves Susie 2 one-sided beef. I want fucking Damon to be losing his goddamn mind over like, I'm better than him. And Wolfgang's just like around.
Hey.
That's... There's Madison, Wolfgang, Damon Matsu. Who else is left?
Hiya.
Come on, darling. You can do it.
See?
Yes, share your name. Eva.
Oof.
Just Eva.
Just like my video games.
Like the spy. Eva Tanaka. I'm not sure about that. I feel like Because I did see something online that was, like whenever I see the stuff about this, I've tried to scroll past it, but I saw someone say something along the lines of like, it kind of feels like the lawyer is the protagonist. And Damon is kind of the antagonist of this one. That's a very pretty name.
Now, would you look at that?
Fittingly elegant, isn't it? Well, let's not get off topic. What's your talent, Ava?
That's...
Now that she's mentioned it, I'm pretty sure you never told me your talent. What's up with that? I told you mine. It's only fair you tell me yours. Ultimate liar. Ultimate liar. That's so funny. It's like, what's your actual talent?
Deal with it.
That's it. But that's Kaede's lie. That's Kai's lie.
Good to know.
Didn't know lying was something you'd be the best at. You learn something new every day.
Are you for real?
You actually believe her? How is someone supposed to make a career out of lying?
Now.
Easy. Get a job in marketing.
It's the truth.
It's just what I am.
How can that be?
Is that supposed to be your explanation?
But
that's... I mean, if you're the best at lying, how are we supposed to believe anything you say? As he sputtered those last few words, we all turned to Ava expectantly. That was when it happened. Not the ding-dong bing-bong. I mean, look, I'm a communications person. If I was working in my field, my job would mostly be lying too. I mean, I think also it's that he doesn't seem like a bitter little bitch. I think Wolfgang seems like he's more okay.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear me? Yes? Good morning, my amicable student friends. First off, allow me to apologize.
Is this the Viceroy?
I realize the ride here was a bumpy one.
Going off of the name of the track.
Such as yourselves. But expect things to be different within these halls. Yes, it is my pleasure and privilege
fractured
to welcome you all
mind
to
of the
Eden's
Viceroy.
Garden Academy. May this be the beginning of a wondrous journey.
We had to lie off against Kokiji and Celestia. Did you say we're at Eden's Garden Academy?
No.
We can't be.
You think?
No kidding, this place looks nothing like a school.
Stop talking so loud.
I want to hear this. I'm sure you're on the edge of your seats waiting for a proper orientation, but there's one more thing to do before we can meet face to face. It won't take very long. All I ask is that you enter the building across from me. From there, we can begin preparations for a formal introduction.
I must take note of this.
That was certainly interesting. I mean, there are scammers out there. I mean, like, what's your face? The blood testing lady, Elizabeth something, wasn't it? Where like she was a liar, but people would still kind of get sucked in even when they were interviewing her about being a liar. Definitely in the game. Fair enough. Certainly interesting.
Black.
I couldn't agree more.
Somebody explain.
Do you think he's... Excuse me. Elizabeth Holmes, that's the one. Also, hi, Curry. How you doing? Do you think he's the person that brought us here?
You following?
Yo, what if he set up the sleeping gas on the train?
Bit complicated.
And that travel bag? How do you reckon he snuck it on?
Guys.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're not going to skip that part he said about the building, are we? Theranos, that's the name of the company too. I kept wanting to say Thanatos, and I was like, that's not right. That's something else. That's Zagreus' boyfriend. That's a different thing. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing well too. God, this game is already... It's not as over the top as 100 Line was, but I think that's for the best. I think I can only handle one of those games. Let's go inside. What do you think? Should we?
Hell no!
I'm not waltzing right in there just for me to die or something. Die? Do you think we're gonna be harmed?
Hold on.
If our captors wanted to kill us, we'd already be dead. What would be the point in killing us now? Reactions, I guess? I don't know, I'm not a psychopath.
How should I put it?
You are an influencer, kinda, but if it calls for it, let's say we walk in together as one big group. When you know someone's looking out for you, things can be a lot less scary. She's got a point. The only way we can progress is if we face the problem head on.
Soybean.
Easier said than done, soybean. I suppose that makes sense, but isn't it too naive? There's nothing wrong with a bit of optimism from time to time. Let's just try it, okay? Alright. Gathered around the entrance, none of us willing to be the first to walk through. Eventually, I mustered enough willpower to push the doors open. Well, that's, I mean, maybe. Oh. Well, okay. In front of me lay the battered, bloody body of a young woman. We don't know who that is.
What?
Is that girl dead? Why is there a dead body? What happened?
There's no way.
Is this another student?
Holy!
Shit, what the shit? Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on.
Dude!
Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl?
The hell?
I never even saw her.
Really?
You were there too, Bargain Bin? Don't even. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up.
Very funny.
And you missed a whole ass person? Yeah, right.
Hell no!
You saw her. You must have seen her. Come on, just admit it. Stop pressing me for an answer, you...
Hold on.
I can corroborate Damon's story. There was never a body. Miss Madison and I walked through this exact hallway and saw nothing.
I wasn't expecting this.
So between the time you left and the time you returned, this girl was murdered? You think she was murdered? Well, I don't know for sure, but what happened to her? Does that really look self-inflicted?
Oh, shit!
So there's a killer running loose? I don't recall hearing anything while I was waiting outside. Desmond can back me up, right?
Shit.
She's right. There were no screams and no one left the building. So the killer's still inside. Jesus. Voice actor for Kai is really giving it. They do have some good voice acting with the, especially with the screams. The killer's still inside. Princess in this one. As more panic shouts filled the corridor, Eva silently walked over to the body.
Oi.
What are you doing? Is she actually the ultimate detective and she's just calling herself the ultimate liar? Ignoring Grace's question, she crouched down beside the dead girl and poked her in the face.
What the? You...
The fuck is wrong with you? Stop that.
Strange.
It's not real.
Eh?
This girl,
Hmm.
she's just a dummy. A dummy?
How?
No, that's definitely a real body.
You're crazy!
Didn't you just say you were a liar? Why should we believe you?
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, inspect it yourself. Oh. No one else is offering, I can do it. Wait, him?
Are we ready?
Well, how does that sound to everyone? Turned to look at each of us. I had my reservations, but when his gaze met mine, my lips instantly sealed shut. The look he gave me, it was unexpectedly intense.
Okay.
Yes, you can do it. Pirate casually approached the body and knelt beside it. Then, just like Ava,
I'll be damned.
would you look at that? She's right. It is a dummy.
For real?
Hi, Gumi. How you doing? Also, I don't know if I said welcome back, Kyoko, but welcome back.
Say what?
How did she know it was fake?
You see?
My intuition. Also, a corpse would smell. This doesn't smell.
Dude, no!
I'm doing good. As if, could you be any more suspect?
That ain't it.
Not just that, there's something under the dummy.
Huh?
What is it? A tablet. Jean rose from the ground and turned around to face us. Sure enough, he was holding the tablet. It was slid under the dummy. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell. The Hawkeye's death flags. There's a lot of death flags, to be fair. Insert Randy for real. I think corpses do start to smell bad real fast. Both because of, like... I mean, like, not the rotting necessarily, but, like, bodily functions fly out pretty fast when there's nothing holding it. Also, I love that this song is called Y2K. So, like, a lot of dead bodies will smell like they've shit themselves because they have. And also, you know, mixed with the smell of blood and sweat and everything else. Naturally stinky. I mean, that too. Making... I mean, they do last up until chapter 4. But, we've got 2 buff people in this game, so it's really hard to tell which one might go. Nice hiding place.
Aye.
Wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't taken a closer look. Gives the impression I was supposed to, don't it?
For real?
Hey, what's on the tablet? Let me turn it on. God, I don't know. My voices are not good. He pressed the button, then walked over and held the tablet out for us to see. Oh, it's loading something. After a few minutes, the loading symbol vanished. In its place was the photo of the girl. What is this? The tablet hadn't finished loading. Just after that image... the victim is Kara Koskinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Okay, so I will say, I did know that this was something I did see around. I thought they were real. I didn't realize that they were a dummy. The victim is Kara Koskinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp. Cause of death is blood loss. Time of death is unknown. It reads like a body report. She ran into my knife 28 times. Dead body is revealed to be a dummy. Now a body report? What the hell's going on? Jeez, took you long enough to find that tablet. Long, long ago, a heinous murder was committed. And the victim so happened to be an ultimate, much like yourselves. What? Before you is a perfect reconstruction of the crime scene, as well as an effigy of the victim with the appropriate injuries. It was quite emotionally draining to craft that dummy. It served as a strong reminder of what was lost. She was such a nice girl. So much potential lost to violence. What is this man playing at? Anyway, it is your responsibility to figure out the details of her death. The surrounding area, the murder weapon, how she reacted in her final moments, etc. Oh, but don't worry about finding the murderer's identity. He's already right in front of you. See that gray man on the tablet screen? Yep, that's your guy. Please investigate the crime scene and gather as many clues as you can. After a certain period of time, you will be asked to present your findings to me. Believe me, it's in your best interest to put your full effort into this. Have fun, everyone. Orgasm morphogenetic field.
Not okay!
Investigation? What the hell?
Back off.
Fuck, enough of this already. I don't want any part in this. Stop telling me what to do. Grace grabbed a large chunk of rock from the... Why is there just a giant rock on the floor? Ran over to the speaker. Screaming obscenity, she pulled her hand back as far as she could.
Brutal.
No way, was that the watch? Trying to destroy private property? That's a zap. Fuck.
Fuck you! Holy...
Is he for real? Is this school really trying to make us solve an old murder?
Don't say that.
Oh, hold on, you guys. You can't just believe everything that strange man claims. Why would Eden's Garden Academy, any academy for that matter, do something like this? So your solving skills. Even if it tried to, the ultimate talent program would have stopped them. I wouldn't underestimate the school board executives. Money can get to people's heads and make them take risks they shouldn't. This academy said it was unique. Maybe this is their version of an entrance exam.
What a joke.
They're so obsessed with being different from the competition, they've forgotten what people want. More like they've forgotten how to be sane.
What did you say?
Would the UTV really be okay with this?
Think about it this way.
Seems pretty counterintuitive. Everyone will want to quit their enrollment after this. And Sue,
I'm talking.
if this is the work of a separate group, why are they using the Academy's name? As a way to hide their own, maybe? They might have even kidnapped us because we're attending Eden's Garden Academy.
So...
Explain. Well, what if they knew we all had to board a train? It would explain why we passed out. They boarded the train before us and planted the bag with the gas.
There's gotta be something.
Because this happened on the train to the Academy, they could claim they are the Academy.
If I may ask.
Everyone keeps saying they. Isn't it the speaker man who kidnapped us?
That's not it.
It obviously wasn't just him. Seizing a train, bringing 16 people to an unknown location, that takes a team to do. Of course, it also raises another glaring question. Why us? Why have we been brought into this? Is it because we're ultimates? It's not like anyone's specialty is detective work. It just doesn't add up. I think
grotesque.
I will let the rest of you handle this. I mean, this would be very... This would be a very process of elimination opening exam, but I don't know about this. I doubt I'm needed in this grotesque situation. I'll just be on my way. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, can I come with? I'd feel super bad leaving you alone. Help?
Sure.
Sure, I suppose.
You can do it.
Good luck solving the mystery, everyone. I know you can do it. On that note, Diana and Toshiko walked away in the direction of the room with the kitchen.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't get close.
I'm going with him. Screw this. Birthday program? Honestly valid. Guys are going down. Kai, I need you to be here. Better than us. I don't know about all this. Will that man really let us go if we investigate?
Calm.
We won't know if we continue standing around like this. For now, all we can do is take the risk and do as he says. He's right. I need to brace myself and follow the directions I've been given. As of now, it's my only way to learn more information about my current situation. I can only hope this ordeal will be over soon. Is the investigation starting? I guess. Before we do anything else, I should go back over that tablet. Victim is Kara Koskinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Stabbed in the torso 28 times. Victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns were to her eye and scalp. Cause of death is blood loss. Having death is unknown. Chemical burns in addition to 28 stab wounds. I think I know where the chemical burns came from. I don't believe anything the speaker says, but if this murder is really based on true events, the killer's totally sick in the head. Hi, miss. Yeah, cosmetologist, I mean, kinda. I mean, a good cosmetologist could also make up a scene like this. Also, I don't know why you have to get so close to people to talk to them. Also, distracting. Hey Seth, how's it going? Captains gave us a lot of information about this victim. To their credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. Shows a doll demon. Stop hesitating. I'm doing good. The doll was slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts of her shirt had been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. Ugh. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. It's just a doll. There's no reason to be afraid of a doll. Love a song being called Warm Body. Bloody knife lay next to the victim. It's safe to say this must have been the murder weapon. The initial sight of the doll shocked me so much I completely overlooked this rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. The victim was stabbed. Why was the rifle near her body? That rifle. You just step back a bit? I'm curious about something.
No.
What? No, I'm... Before I finished my sentence, Jean walked over to where I was and picked up the gun.
Hey.
You're messing with the crime scene. Ignoring me, he released the magazine of the gun with a surprising ease. Are you sure you're not a pirate, bud? From the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet.
I see.
That's interesting. This rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so no one gets any smart ideas. Better than him holding it. Damn, a loaded gun. What's going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? I mean, unless that gun was purely for intimidation. It's very clearly her gun. Whatever. It's not very logical, but it would be a twisted game to play with the victim. Like, based on where the blood is. I mean, like, she literally has blood on her hands. I'm assuming that's what it is anyways. So, yeah, no, I like his design a lot. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There were no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. It looked like there was dried blood underneath them. Why is there blood underneath her nails but not on the rest of her hand? It's just the body, not like the face. Also, are her ankles like twisted like fucking crazy there or what? Girl had been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need the tablet to know that. Her cause of death, you think it was a stab to the heart or something, but the tablet claimed blood loss. Taking a closer look, the wounds, they didn't seem excessively deep. At least not deep enough to pierce her heart. Where is the body? If she died from blood loss, what does that say about the killer? Probably could have killed her quickly if they wanted. Did they want her to suffer a slow death? Oh my god. There are Giovanni Lombardis everywhere for those with the eyes to see them, I guess. Fighting new characters. So it seemed to be all the evidence. Something else is catching my eye. I should check the inside of the closet now. Where's the building inside of the closet? Otherwise, one presents a strong argument. Right, pretty typical thing to find in the janitor's closet. What's randomly lying here? Nothing inside it except, what's the smell? It smells like bleach. I remember seeing stuff about that. Can't interact with that. There's a clock above the door. Doesn't seem like it works.
Check it out.
Check out what's behind this door. So I just stepped away from the corner. Oh, she points at the ladder? Okay. This brought my attention.
Not cool.
Disappointed in you.
So hackneyed.
You call it thing a ladder? It's so obviously a step ladder.
Seriously?
Yeah, originally she was a brunette. Aren't they are practically the same thing?
Pardon me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. That's certainly what the victim would want. Ugh, guy doesn't get my references. No fun to be around. Wait, what was the... What part of that was the reference? I'm gonna check on the peeps outside. It's my later lawyer, man. You out of here? Oh, is it? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Let's look at the shelf. Oh, gotcha. Shelf is packed with an assortment of towels. Basically, second living each other. What? There's just the shelf over there, okay. Nothing else over here we can see. Let's talk to these two. Gotcha. There might be more clues around here. I'm going to check this entire closet for evidence. Thanks. A person like her is probably more likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Have fun with that. Being the ultimate liar would be a real, like,
it's for the best.
Real unwinnable situation though, because like, you can't just tell people because they won't believe anything you say, even if you are telling the truth. But also, every time you lie about it and then like, or dodge the question, eventually it ends up becoming a whole. That would be kind of an unfortunate situation. Every possible effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible, not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said, though I'm still skeptical about the validity of that statement. Let's say everything around here. You guys showed up fast. Surveillance cameras. Guy on the speaker watching us? Oh no. Now that stuff can be interacted with, can it? Doesn't look like it. Alright, hi Desmond, what's your deal?
Gotta stay one step ahead.
I checked all the containers on this shelf. I went, hi man. Yeah, I mean there's 2 minutes now. Also, yeah, we're doing all the pookies. We're hanging out with all of them. I guess we're not doing any of them yet. Hopefully Damon will eventually get Kai, but that's for later. Anyways, how are you doing? All full with the exception of one. A bottle of bleach.
Huh?
Bleach? Huh, there's a bucket in this closet that reeked of it.
Makes sense.
It's probably not a coincidence given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort's been put into this. I'm doing good, and I'm glad you're doing well too. Can't think too much about what kind of situation we're in or I'll never be able to handle it.
Golly!
These shelves are real intriguing. Take a look, some of the cleaning brands go as far back as the 80s and 90s.
Huh?
You recognize them? Because I use them. Why did you do that?
Put it?
Old chemicals do the job better since there are fewer regulations about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got them. Don't want to alert the fuzz. I'm sure they don't care about her black market cleaning supplies. Honestly, that's kind of valid of her. Like, I'm very much so on the side of like, yeah, regulation good. Stop talking about cutting red tape. Cutting red tape is really bad for all of us. But also, like, sometimes the shit that gives you cancer is just better. Security camera, it's brand new. Now that you mentioned it, it does look out of place. You think it would have, or it would have gathered dust like the other items in here. Did it get recently cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech.
Sheesh.
No, I feel like she doesn't pirate move. I think she would want to steal. She seems like she'd be like, no, like, I don't want to steal and be rude. But she would absolutely, like, purchase a black market product. Typical schools spending more on security than educating their students. Assuming this is even the Academy's doing. Oh, that was fast. All right, everyone, that's time. I think we're probably actually gonna... I think we'll save the trial for the next stream of it, just because otherwise I know it'll go for a long time. Look at you all. You investigated the crime scene so well. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere around the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting zap happy. See you soon. Class trial? The hell does that mean? Sounds like that's the end of our investigation.
Let's see.
If we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk to the others.
Come off the grass.
The hell's a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine.
Duh.
Obviously, we're going to court. Court?
What?
He's going to put us on trial?
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
Makes sense for our current situation. Investigation, clues, files. What else could that stuff be for?
Well put.
Good point. It does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant to this case anyway.
Wait a minute.
He mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree.
Focus.
Probably, yeah. It's the only thing I can think of. However, I don't recall seeing an elevator anywhere.
Just follow me.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there. She keeps treating this like a dumb game. If we're really going on trial, it's going to be a nuisance to deal with.
Okay.
We might as well follow her. One by one, everyone left, because I have no choice but to go as well. Wobble, wobble, wobble. I don't know why you're out here and everyone else is inside there. What's your deal? What's going on, Toshiko? How do you remain so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all?
It's simple.
Not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy, that's it. Yes, quite. I completely concur. She's obviously faking it. Without even looking at her face, I can tell she's sweating bullets. Don't like that she stares at me. Her sprites are very cute, though. When I arrived at the tree, I saw that people were already back. Oh, the elevator is in the tree, isn't it? That's what that was. I was wondering why it had that like weird door-shaped bit, but I kind of thought it was maybe just like weird textures. Big tree, Eden's Garden Academy, overused religious symbolism is tight. I really hope we get let out after this.
Oi, you.
Can you confirm, liar chick? Why are you asking her?
Come off the grass.
She's clearly faking her talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys? Who'd want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret to hide? Bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb onto the train.
Really?
And she didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever?
If no one else is gonna say it.
If all you needed was a mask to protect you, then... Hey, don't look at me. I literally passed out. This helmet's got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise.
I've got something to say.
No, the liar chick's totally sus. Just look how calm she's been acting. She somehow knew that dead body was a dummy, and then she poked it in the face? That's not normal.
Deal with it.
I told you, it was my intuition.
Ugh.
Intuition my ass.
Hold your horses.
It's not that unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve her murder. It's a really short investigation period, but whatever. Where's this elevator supposed to be again? That's right, there's meant to be an elevator around here. All I see is the Tree of Ignorance. Yeah, I mean, we're being played for fools. And this class trial entails, if we want to overcome it, we gotta work as a team. Jumping down each other's throats will get us nowhere. I do appreciate that it zooms back down. Yeah, we're gonna have to like pull its head or something, aren't we? The base of the tree was a marble bust depicting a figure in a creepy mask. There were cracks all over the mask, and one of the eyes was even missing. How old must this thing be?
What you doing?
You notice the statue too, don't you? Huh? Yeah.
You alright?
What's up with the statue? There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. The mask is broken. There's a piece missing.
But...
Is that weird? The statue's probably like super old. It makes sense to be cracking and stuff.
I'm talking.
No, this definitely seems intentional.
Wait.
Like, it's crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? Well, you know.
What about...
Maybe we find the piece and place it back on the statue, something will happen. Like a puzzle-solving game. That sounds kind of far-fetched, but wouldn't hurt to try.
Sounds easy.
Same, we just gotta look around for the other part of the mask. Hold on to your butts, because I got the eyes of a predator.
Whatever.
This isn't a... Never mind. That everyone started to search the tree again. Some people inspected the tree itself, others surround it. Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand. Everyone, I found it. Gather around Grace to see what she was holding. Must be it. What should we do with it? Do we just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah. I'll take care of it.
Soybean.
Back off, Hercules. You ain't the one who found it. Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slotted it right into the mask, and then nothing happened.
Fail.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. Something ground we were standing on began to shake.
Golly. Oh, shit.
Are we about to die?
Yo!
I was right.
Whoa.
That actually worked. Fucking secret passageway in a tree. I never thought I'd see that. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature but does not achieve it. Justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man! Game over!
Oh god, now he's spitting random philosophy. We're so fucked. Will this take us to the elevator?
What about...
He stares at the foot of the opening.
Yep.
What are we waiting for? Let's explore.
If I may ask.
Why the sudden rush?
Duh.
I want to get home, duh.
Elementary, my dear.
If we get this over with, we'll get out quicker. It's simple math.
Sure.
Fair enough. So we just walk in, do we? When we approach the opening of the tree. Killing Game stories love their one by one. We did this thing. Send it into the darkness. This is an elevator. You see, the elevator is underneath the tree. Reckless investments, I'm telling you. The rumble of the elevator began its descent. We stood in silence, like seeing worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place, and for what? Some twisted man's game? Fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator in a tree. None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This is something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. I'm not sure who's really giving death flags. I feel like... I mean, I think they took a set of stairs down to the elevator, but yeah. The elevator began to slow, so I snapped me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and when the movement stopped completely, the doors opened. I'm trying to think... I mean, honestly, Eva's kind of giving me some death flags, just a little bit. In front of us was a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. In the center of the room, 16 podiums have been arranged into a circle. Were those for us? Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions.
However...
And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course.
Back off.
Not this zapping shit again. Just face it, Miss Madison. We have to go along with his demands. Looks like there's a few smart ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day. No avoiding it. We had to assume our places. Ladies, assume the position. Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry. It didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. All we could do was move forward. Sorry. We had to hope for an escape, a way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. All right. So that's where we're gonna end it for today. Because from what I've heard, like the class trials in this game are like a full-length class trial. Like they're not just like a couple of minutes or whatever. Even though that investigation was really short, but I guess it's because it's a prologue. So yeah, I think we'll call it here for tonight. And then we'll be back with it next Monday. Yeah, this is fun. I like this. It's definitely not like... It's interesting to see how like relatively toned down this game is. And also how like it's very clearly trying to go against sort of convention with some stuff. Most notably with Winona. I think, or is Winona the most I mean, Winona, Eloise. There are a few that feel like they're sort of like meant to be kind of subversions of tropes and stereotypes, which I like, but I also kind of, I'm curious to see if it'll kind of work throughout the rest of this, you know? Not that it's bad, but more like, do they have a plan for it? Or are they just like, well, what if we gave someone a personality trait they usually don't get? So we're gonna better. It does feel slower. My thing is like, whenever I play stuff off stream, which I really don't do anymore, I guess, but like when I play a game off, like I'm a fast reader, and so it really drags out a lot longer for me. But yeah, it's well, they have some familiarity, but also like, I don't know. You know, yeah, I do like that too. Also, like, I think that it's kind of an interesting choice. I think it's a good choice to have sort of like a fake trial to kind of give everyone a chance to show up in the trials. Because I think that that's kind of also one of the sad things with a lot of these games. Like most characters don't, or there's always a character who doesn't get to do it. And I think it's nice to kind of make sure that everyone gets one. But yeah, so next week we'll come back, we'll do the trial. I'm assuming we can do that in one stream. And then after this, we'll be able to do... Yeah, I've seen some stuff online too, like the voice actors for it seem like they're pretty friendly with each other, like some of them play together. You see someone at the end of this? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so there's no stream tomorrow because I have a meeting at work and I don't think I'm done until like 7:30. Is it? No, it's 7. So I don't know, maybe we'll do something after that, but probably not in here. But anyways, then on Wednesday, we're doing Persona 5. Thursday will be... What's Thursday again? Thursday is 100 Line. Friday is going to be Fire Emblem 3 Houses. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing a...
The LGBT community is
rich in sensibility, has excellent taste, and is full of talented artistic people. Yeah, on Sunday, we're going to be doing a Minecraft maze run, or maze race sort of thing, set up by the same person, Commander, who set up the Marvel Rivals VTuber tournament, which I'm very excited for. I'm not even real fucking bad in it, but I'm really excited all the same. Yeah, still working on some videos, still getting some stuff done. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. We're also going to see who can raid out too. But yeah, oh yeah, I should say the winning topic for the Members' Choice poll, it was the process of elimination is confusing and I don't know how to talk about it. Second place was the biting the wax, what happens when you fall for queer baiting. Third place was mythical Pokemon were, I think, what did I have a title as? Mythical Pokemon were a bad idea that's only become worse with time. And then fourth place in the voting, but second place in terms of preference, which I found interesting, was the How Buried Stars Nails Social Media Toxicity. No, Fake Fruit took second. Process of Elimination won. Although Fake Fruit was the top preference, it just wasn't the top voted. Ranked choice voting is fun. Anyways, let's see what we can raid out to before we run into an ad. It's okay, I'll be coming back next month. And that was also Puppo's suggestion. Let's see, who's live? Oh. We're gonna raid out to Kiro, who's playing actually the 100 line. Wait, have I raided Kiro recently? I have not. But yeah, they're playing the demo of 100 line. So that'll be fun. Wait, I should put my raid messages in. Hold on. Oops. There we go. God damn it. Thank you, Puppo. If you want to get raid message too, then I would appreciate it. Because then I'll set up the raid. Thank you, Puppo. So yeah, the first raid message is for subscribers. Second one is for anyone else who doesn't have access to the emotes. And yeah. Thank you again, everyone, for being here, whether you're for some of the stream, all the stream bits and pieces, etc., etc. I'm really excited to keep playing this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah. Peace out. Goodbye. Bah. See you around again soon. Say hi to Kiro from me. Did I not start the raid? Fuck, I didn't. Okay, now we're starting the raid. Okay. I promise I'm a good streamer. It's definitely not like I've been doing this for like 3 years at this point. Anyways, see everyone. Goodbye. Bah.